Reset by Design Wellness. You done it again. You done it again. It's been 2 days back since my vacation to Bali, hosted by Reset by Design Wellness. And when I tell you I had the time of my life, it's hard to put in words. There was definitely luxury, comfort, vulnerability. Because listen, when it came to the wellness part, I just want to shout out to BondyBlue for giving us all the opportunity by advertising, because we know how hard it is to get these Black companies off the ground. And it's so beautiful to see Thai grow with Reset by Design Wellness. But Bali was such an experience. And I also went on Thailand. That was last year. And I can't even say which one I like better. I can't even say. All I can say is, you get the bang for your buck. You get the bang for your buck. Everything is planned out for you when it comes to food, excursions, the wellness part. We had sound baths, we had therapy, meditation, yoga, breath work, everything that I needed to take home with me. And I'm so full. I'm so full. My inner child is happy. My inner child is so happy. The pictures are beautiful. I have a lot of memories to look back on. And I'm not disappointed. I don't think I'm ever disappointed when I go with Reset by Design Wellness, because she's gonna take care of you. Even the ladies that were, I'm not even gonna say handpicked, but that came on the trip, beautiful spirits, make you feel so comfortable. And it's hard to be around a group of ladies like that without feeling uncomfortable, but no, Reset by Design knows how to pick them. And when I tell you I was able to be authentically myself through this whole trip, I can be a lot. I can be a lot, and I can't help it. And some people, want to take you with a grain of salt, but everybody accepts who you are, where you are. We listen and we do not judge. And that was the motto of our trip.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
What's up, y'all? What's up with this bitch? Okay? Listen, I had to throw my sweater on so I could be a little festive for y'all, okay? It's my wicked sweater, but it look Christmassy, okay? Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Yeah. Yo. So first of all, happy holidays, everybody. I had to go get my eyelashes done. So if y'all see a little glue, don't judge a bitch, okay? I just came back from getting my lashes done. So y'all know I've been trying to grow my TikTok, and I tell y'all all the time how much I like TikTok and debate talk, right? And so I recently had been on this girl's TikTok for debate talk, and y'all know it's feminism and stuff like that. And so they had the question today was men aren't needed as parents, right? The gotcha to this is that no parent is actually needed. A parent is needed, but not any parent specifically, right? So let's say you have a shit mother and a shit father. They're not needed. they're not needed, okay? So they put that post up there, and because men are so dense and because women can be such pick-me's, they will come in and start arguing, and it's like you'll hear all these people with the same point over and over again. So I get the energy of debate talk, but it's intense. I've been on this girl's live twice, and y'all, I don't actually request to be on people's lives because I do my own thing, and I just like to listen. I just like to be somebody in the room a lot of the times. And I've noticed that on debate talk, people in general have to have a level of defense up and a level of nastiness about themselves sometimes that I find interesting. So I was on. They had this thing up there where they were like, when I first got on there, I'm like, okay, I already know this prompt. I know this prompt. It's cool, right? And then they start talking about how they think it's weird and basically saying it's incestuous for a person to say, I want a person like my parent, right? So if I was to say, and the funny part about it is, y'all, I have never said this and I have never wanted this. I have never said I wanted to be with somebody like my dad. In all honesty, I did not want to be with somebody like my fucking dad, okay? Of course, there were characteristics about him that I felt like were great and that I would want to replicate in a partner, just in an individual, in anybody, right? My father is extremely um responsible and I forget what it's called, but somebody that know how to get themselves in places. They know how to maneuver. They can be in any room. This was something that, yeah, like him, right? They instantly go to, because that's disgusting. And I'm thinking that I want to have sex with my dad. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, I'm talking about on a human level. I said, I don't understand why y'all have to go there with it. And then she says, well, the girl, the host who's always very like respectful, was like, well, okay, so what if I said that the father, a son, would you hear like a son say he wanted to be with somebody like his father? I said, if he was gay. And that's when I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Because essentially, you would not think that a straight man would say that I want to be with somebody like my father, because they would, unless they want to be with a man. And I explained this. I said, unless they would want to be with a gender, I would think they would align it with whatever gender they wanted to be with. Like, so I said, no, I wouldn't think that a man would say that he wanted to be with somebody like his dad unless he was a gay man. Okay. But then I understood that there is why would you feel that way unless there is a sexual connotation to it? And so when I said it, I said, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. I get why you would say that. I don't know why somebody individually will go straight to that. But I said this. I said I understand that, because she was like, do you know who, Sigmund Freud is? I said, yes, I know who Sigmund Freud is. I'm sure they're used to talk. I know. I'm on their lives. They're used to talking to people that really are there to troll, to argue, who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's not me. And I've been up there before because they confused something I said and started going in on me. Girl, they called me a pick-me. They called me a pick-me. But it was because they misunderstood that I was actually responding to people in the comments. I wasn't talking to them. And the host, when she read it back, she understood it. But the girl who's a mod automatically blocked me from saying anything in the comments. And I DM'd her because I'm like, bitch, I don't want anybody anywhere thinking that I am a fucking pick me. So let me just rectify this. And so I ended up going on there and I was like, no, love, like you misunderstood what I was saying. That was the first time I was up there. And I've been on many people's lives, y'all. I get on people's lives all the day, all day, all the time. Like it's not nerve-wracking for me to ever get on somebody's live. But when I get on live with them, and just for a second, I'm like, yeah, this was good. This was good because it gave me a perspective. It gave me a perspective that I didn't have, right? Because I am a woman and I am always online arguing on behalf of women, just like we talked about, in previous lives this week. However, I tend to handle people in a certain way just off rip because I'm just a respectful person, right? In general, but I don't do debate talk, which is a space where people are always coming in and acting stupid and shit, right? But one of the chicks, like we're having a conversation. So when a chick says something and then I kind of jumped in, she goes into, I didn't interrupt you. Why are you interrupting me? I didn't interrupt you. I started laughing, but I got quiet. You know what I'm saying? You're right. You didn't interrupt me. You're right. So I got quiet. I didn't say nothing. I let her finish. And then I said what I had to say. And I'm like, looking at what time it is and I'm, eating my food and shit. So I'm like, let me, get off of here. I got to go. And I said, I respect everybody's opinions. I understand where y'all are coming from with it. But I'm just saying I would not automatically go that because you would want to be with somebody like somebody. And he was like, well, that's certain characteristics. I'm like, yeah, but people are usually a combination of their characteristics. So it would not be weird to say that if we're speaking in a familiar setting, right? Like if we're talking about I'm a person and I eventually want to have a family that's like a family that I had, I would say, oh, I want to have a relationship like my parents had, meaning like I would want a husband like my dad was. I don't understand how you would go straight to I want to be with my dad, or I want to be sexual with my dad. And I was just like, yeah. And I do understand Sigmund Freud. And what that was really about was not children wanting to fuck their fathers, but the fathers really wanting to fuck the children. And then when Sigmund Freud was actually about to put that out about how often men were assaulting their children, their teenage daughters were all like, losing their minds and shit. And it's because they had been assaulted by the parents. When he took that to the people that he worked with, a lot of them were guilty of that. So they pressured him into switching it around to make it seem like teenage girls were sexually attracted to their fathers. So I didn't know exactly what she was trying to get at when she brought that up, but it definitely gave me a perspective on the people that are in that space and how they move and shit, right? So I'm not gonna lie, it turned me off to all of them because I didn't come into the space being disrespectful. I'm trying to have a genuine understanding. And when a girl talked to me like that, I let her have it. But when I was saying something the next time, the host interrupted me. Did I go into you interrupted me? No, I'm not a child. So I'm not going to do all of that because I understand we're having a conversation. But the way y'all want to talk to people and all of that type of shit, even when they're not coming on there with the energy that these niggas, because you could hear the tone of people's voices when they're coming on there to have some bullshit argument, some non-genuine argument with you. I respected their point though. I understood what they meant, but I also felt like, I don't know what the point of bringing Freud up was. Fraud. I don't know what the point of bringing up Freud was. Like, but I was like, yeah, I'm very familiar with Freud and what he said about how people view their children and vice versa, and how children, yeah, that was a lie. He put a lie out there that he studied teenage girls and they wanted to fuck their dads. Yeah, no, their dads wanted to fuck them. It was the other way around. I wouldn't even go. Like, it's on TikTok. Okay, y'all know on debate talk, people just debate all kind of topics. And that wasn't even the topic that they were debating. But I was just in the comments going back and forth because the man said, yeah, no, I wouldn't want my daughter. I asked my daughter if she would want to be with a man like me. And she was like, ew, dad, no. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't want her to want to be with like me. That's gross. And I'm like, well, hold up. Hold up. Isn't there a space between a person and then sexuality? I'm sorry. I thought characteristics and traits like that were made up encompassing in people. The only reason we know what characteristics are is because people encompass them. And usually we copy and replicate the relationships that we've been born into. Automatically we do that. That's what family and all of that ends up being. You end up replicating what your parents do. So I was just like, very, very nerve-wracking energy over there. Very, very like nerve-wracking energy over there. And it's maybe because I'm not used to people talking to me like a dog. And then somebody in the comments called the girl rude for the way she talked to me. And she was in, I got off of there, but I got off the live, but I got back in because I did want to hear what they were saying. And she was like, well, she wasn't upset about it. Won't you get out her ass and all of that? I said, I wasn't upset about it, but you were rude to me. And it doesn't even fucking matter because I understand the space that I'm in. And I'm a grown adult that is very sure of herself and secure. So you talking to me like that in that moment, yeah, I laughed at it. It was funny to me. It was really funny to me. But I actually stepped away from it like, okay, good. I like that. Not that I would ever do it again. Like I probably would never request to be on any people's debate talks live again because I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. But it did give me the perspective of some of the people that y'all have conversations with. And how and even though I can hear when people coming on there with bullshit, it did give me a perspective that because I kept going back and forth with myself, right? I told y'all the other day, like, there's a part of me that wants to be gang, fuck you, die slow, motherfucker, all of that, I want to be that. But I also understand how if any of this is going to actually change and become more empathetic, we have to stop being so brutal towards each other all the time in every instance, right? And so yeah, she didn't hear me giggle at her, but I giggled. But yeah, y'all, it was just interesting though. Your first love is your parents, whether they were a healthy or unhealthy example. That's the people and relationships you seek until you become conscious. Yes. That's why I said, like, I think we do a lot of things subconsciously. It's not necessarily, that's why I didn't like that they placed that on it like that. Cause I was like, who the fuck instantly goes to like a sexual place when you say that you want to be with someone that's like somebody in your family? Like, even though y'all haven't literally never vocalized that. I have never vocalized that, okay? But I still didn't understand why you went there with it. And then your response is Freud. And that's what Freud said. And I'm like, yeah, but Freud lied to protect the nasty old men that he worked with that were fucking their kids. I didn't say that in the moment because I was still kind of like, what you bringing up Freud for? And y'all know there's a whole bunch of people on there. And I didn't have time to be on there going back and forth. I just was trying to understand like why. But once she said it, I said, no, I get it. I get it. I understand now because it does have an air of if a girl wouldn't say, I want to be in a relationship with somebody like my mom if they want to be with a man, right? So there is a level of, gender specific shit that's going on. I would not take that, straight to sexual. I just wouldn't. And when the lady was like, that's gross, that's disgusting, and thought that, and I was just like, I think that's interesting. Like, as somebody that definitely sees the creep in everything, I think that's interesting that that's how you think. Cause then it will automatically like make me wonder, has somebody done something to you like that? Because like as an adult, like as a teenager, of course, I'm gonna be like, ew, dad, you know? But if I had a dad that really treated my mother well and I thought he was a good husband, and they had a great relationship, why would I not want a person that has those same characteristics? Therefore, I would express it like, yeah, I want to be with someone like, not the same person. I don't understand why the differentiation and nuance of that is being lost as if it doesn't matter or something. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But this is because I realized that like debate talk is emotionally charged and that's what they're there to do, right? And the host, I appreciated like, the fact that she explained it and got me to the point where I was like, okay, got you. I understand why you would feel that way. I don't feel like it automatically means something gross and nasty when somebody says something like that. But I also do feel like people have a lot of covert incestuous relationships with their parents, right? Yeah, you have to be clear and not speak in absolutes in lives on TikTok because more often than not, you're arguing with youngins. Yes, yes, and I had to I had to keep saying like I agree with the prompts. I am very clear on the fact that a father is not needed just because he's the father. No, what type of father are you? And that to me, that's the same thing for the mother. Once you have the fucking baby, like no, you're not needed if you're not a good parent. That's why people are able to give their children up. Because once you have the baby, you're not physically needed anymore unless you are a good parent. Scotty G, thank you for the super chat. I can't debate anyone on TikTok. I get upset fast. Yeah, I can see how you would. You know what I'm saying? I can see how you would because it definitely has your adrenaline running. Like it definitely has your adrenaline running. And I can see why people get up there like nervous like they do. Um, I feel the adrenaline, but I am not nervous. It's almost just like my mind, like it's so much going on at one time. It's so much energy being like pushed towards you at one time. And I think even when you like display yourself as a friendly, so to speak, this group of women is not necessarily like we're not accepting that, which is cool. Like I believe in consent, ladies. I don't give a fuck, right? But like let's say when I'm on Comrades Live, like when I'm on B's Live, B like definitely understands the difference between the people that fuck with her that understand and the people that don't. And so her energy towards the people are different, right? So yeah, and B is much younger. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, child, why do I feel like more accepted by the white girl? Oh my God. But nah, what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. Bonnie, all that matters is that is what you provide a space for intelligence. Yeah. And not all of this like high energy, I just want to be mad at everybody thing. Like, yeah, some things are gonna be very emotional to me, but I do feel like the way you actually get people to see is to not be overly emotional all the time. I get it. It doesn't dispel things, right? But yeah. Anyway, happy holidays, everybody. I don't know why this live was unlisted at first. I thought I had set it to be public. Oh, so they're mean, the mean girls. Oh, I wouldn't say that, I wouldn't say that. Okay. I would say they're in a space where they're so used to people coming on there and like just doing the most ridiculous shit. Like, I won't even say that. I'll just say that it's not a space that I want to be in like that. I like listening to it because it gives me perspective. Educates me on a lot of things. Like I like that. But also it's a space where you have to be like, you got to be violent, so to speak. And that's not the space that I live in. That's for who it's for. That's not really, for me, which is why I don't want to do it. Thank you, J Ray. Merry Christmas, love. Glad to catch a live. I thought it was common knowledge that people usually date people that are similar to their opposite sex parent, or the complete opposite. Even feels Dr. Phil said that. Yeah, and not in a I want to fuck my parent thing either, but in a these are my examples, right? Like that's what I thought. But apparently, things are more nefarious than we thought. Okay. And I'm not really finna argue with you because people do love to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, like everybody do love to gaslight you about how much people do weird shit with their kids and all of that stuff. Like you got to keep your eye on people, but at the same time, there is a level of you have to be able to center yourself in those spaces, and being in those spaces, I feel like it would be very hard. Like as much as that's why I like listening to them, because they are so calm while being so disrespectful. I admire it. I admire it. That's why I wasn't like I didn't get mad and all of that, but it was like, all right, I got you. You're right. You didn't interrupt me. You got it. But again, I'm not, my my self-worth is not predicated on whether the girls on TikTok are fucking with me or not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to stay and argue, but I did want to understand. I did. So let's get into, that being said, happy holidays, everybody. Um, the people that I fuck with y'all, right? And I like the fact that yeah, there needs to be like a middle ground. Cause like, and it's interesting enough. Before we get into this, I was watching Blue Toulousma. Like, I really like her. Um, you know, I love the smart black girls. I love them, right? Especially, journalists and, people that have been in my same field. Um, but sometimes she has that like Gen Z vibe to her. You know what I'm saying? And she's so smart and she's so on it and she's so ahead. She absolutely is. And I be right here, like right here with her on most things. But there's like a twinge of that. I'm still holding out for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a level of I'm still trying to hold niggas' hands. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I am getting a little past that. You know what I mean? But that situation kind of brought me to like a better place on Blue Toulousma. Like, okay, I get why you don't want to go so far. And I don't ever want to go too far one way or the other because balance is important to me. Right. But there is a level of, okay, okay, I got it. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I needed to learn something there and I did. And yeah, nah, man. I don't want to get it up out you through your anger. I don't like that. That's never been a thing for me. Mm. But yeah, y'all, let's get into it. Roseanne Barr. Okay, girl, I don't know what's going on, but everybody's selling out. So Omar Gooding has fans talking after sharing behind the scenes photos from what appears to be a new television project. The actor, rapper, and comedian posted a smiling group shot on Instagram with the caption, "Meet the Hamsteins, actor, rapper, comic, time to get back to TV. Stay tuned for tune in details." Okay, stay tuned, tune in for details. The images show Goodings on set alongside a woman, a child, and additional cast members. So you working with Roseanne Barr, who's racist. However, the comment section, yeah, like she's racist. Y'all, you gonna work with her? I mean, this is not surprising. It's nice to know that y'all still remember when people are racist. Because a lot of times y'all be acting like y'all don't even know who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what the fuck racism is a lot of the time. It's stupid motherfuckers, okay? So no, I definitely understand. I definitely understand people being like, really? Why this? Why? And I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but Omar, hold up, y'all. Omar. See, whenever, and it's not always the case, y'all. It's not always the case. This is why I always like to be like, if you know a lot, you don't know shit, right? um, so my opinion is just that I don't know if this is his thing, like if this is something that he set up or he's just an actor in this situation. Because if this nigga's just an actor in this situation, then he can't control who he is in a project with. But I am going to say that the way you niggas work with racists is very bothering to me. The way y'all go work with racists after Nicki Minaj this week, listen, I don't need no more black people showing up smiling next to somebody that has angrily with skin that burns in the sun said to somebody, black nigga, nigga, nigga. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. TV shows are barely, like, I don't even want to watch Christmas movies. Y'all know how many like things I don't want to watch because they're so cliche and I feel like I've heard it all before. And the only thing I want to see right now is projects that are making people have better moral compass. I don't want to see any more fucking love stories. I don't want to see any more, oh, I thought I lost the job. I got the job. Oh, I lost the job again. Oh, wait, dream job. Happily ever after. Got a man. I'm tired of that. I need for content to be surprising and smart and funny or scary or thrilling or heartfelt. And I need it to make people better because everybody sucks right now. And so even though, like I just said, there's a level of me now after being on, being on in people's lives that makes me feel like I do understand that we have to have somewhat of a controlled, calm, understanding perspective, right? And the reason why is because you don't want to just be an asshole unnecessarily, thus pushing people away from you. This is not that. This is not that. Y'all have had ample opportunities to be better people. This is ridiculous. I don't want to see anybody working with Roseanne Barr after nigga, nigga, nigga. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. You can. I don't. I won't be watching. That's why I'm at with it. That's how I feel about it. Like the video, everybody. Support, support. Ooh, what else is going on? Y'all, there's an argument going on TikTok right now with Julesy and Nene. I follow both of them. I'm more familiar with Julesy from YouTube. Nene, I've only kind of seen and followed recently. So she's not like a mutual of mine. Julesy is a mutual. I like Julesy. Julesy is having the conversation that Amanda Seales is having that everybody doesn't want to have, which is that we can't be fucking with people that fuck with Israel. Granted, understood. But then also, what about locally? Like, this is a Texas state representative, and right now we're up against a MAGA person. So I know we don't like picking the better of two evils, but I feel as if everyone has lost the plot on some account. I do understand on some level supporting people that don't have the moral compass that you need for them to have at this point is like I can't do this with y'all no more. I can't keep taking half-ass, you know, half-ass liberation. I can't keep taking half-ass liberation. But I feel like Jasmine Crockett is somebody that, if for nothing, she's not afraid to speak out. So, if at any point it does become a us, like I mean, damn, it's already like that. I don't know. I don't have the answer, Sway. I don't. But I also feel like in Texas right now, who is Jasmine up against? What are your options? Choose your best option. I know y'all don't want us to be in a mindset of choosing the best option anymore, which is the same thing as, you know, picking the better of two evils. But if you don't have another candidate that would be much better, that would be, if you don't have a candidate that would be anti-Israel, then what are we talking about right now? Because right now, this shit is bad. And even though Kamala would have been pro-Israel, right? She would have been. It still would have been better than this. And I would rather talk to a black woman whose mind I can change than talk to a psychopath. I would rather talk to a black woman whose mind I can change instead of a psychopath. So I don't think she's being funded by them. I thought that they were saying that she voted in their best interest at some point. That's what I thought I was hearing. You know what I'm saying? Again, I would also still go back to, okay, but what about the things that are happening locally? I am not an American first type of person, right? I care about the world. I do. I do. But I also, like everybody else, has to handle what's in front of me and what I can immediately take, counsel to. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if we could pick people that may need to have, be persuaded to make better decisions when it comes to this, that's one thing. But people that are completely going to sell us out and don't give a fuck at all, I don't think that's what we're getting with Jasmine, because I think Jasmine has repeatedly put herself in harm's way on behalf of what I feel like is what's right now, right? And so for me, I feel like to go against her at this time, not even to go against her, because like if you don't want to vote for her, you don't have to vote for her. But I don't know what the conversation is. Like, what do y'all want to happen? Like, do y'all want her to not run? Do you want her to not take money from Israel? Can we prove that she did? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to happen from this? But I am a very much, we have to deal with what is happening right now. America is not separating from Israel. We've been tied to them for 70 years. Okay. So then we have to deal with where we are with it. What are the other options? If she is the best option among the people on the ballot, then I don't know what we're talking about. Now, in the grand scheme of things, somebody like Julesy would be making commentary on the fact that that mentality needs to change, because just like, so for instance, during the civil rights movement, not making women's and children's rights at the helm of what needed to happen meant that we didn't get what we needed faster, and eventually we would then roll right back into the bullshit, right? To me, the misogyny and the sexism and the homophobia is the reason why, no matter how much we tried to get ahead with the racism, we would keep getting rolled back, because essentially the mentalities, those mentalities all kind of play into each other. They all play into each other. And so I do understand that moving forward, this situation with Israel needs to become a bigger conversation, and something needs to be being done in order to separate and stop whatever the fuck is going on. Because it's manifest destiny bullshit that they got planned for everybody. I'm not getting jiggy with that shit. The idea, you know what I'm saying? She's the best option. The Texas people are saying she's the best option. And I feel like that's exactly the way they should vote. They should vote for the best option for their well-being. Not voting at all, I don't think is going to help anybody. And voting for the opposition is definitely not going to help anybody. So again, I felt like if Kamala had been elected, we wouldn't have people getting snatched up off the streets. The country would not feel the way it does right now. We can't even really enjoy Christmas because of what it feels like in this country right now. And people are going to do the things, right? I'm going to go see my family tomorrow. We're going to drink and play games and be merry because that's what you do in times of hardship. You enjoy the people around you. You enjoy the things that matter. You know what I'm saying? You do you. Because we can't do anything about all of it. We can't do anything about all of it all the time. But we can do our part. Right? But it's a tough conversation, y'all. It's just a really tough conversation, and it's hard. And because I care, period. Like I care, period. I care, period. I don't like what's happening there. I don't like what's happening in the Congo. I don't like what's happening here. Like all over the fucking place, I can find things that I am not gonna like that y'all are exploiting and taking advantage of people. And we really do need to start progressing past this. But the way motherfuckers is trying to drag us back to the past, and the way some people are unknowingly adding to that, just do your part and enjoy your life, man. That's all I'm going to say. Do your part and enjoy your life. Because when I disconnect from all of this, which I often do, when I disconnect from all of this, I'm good. Happy, right? Made good decisions for myself. Right now, I'm in a good space. Grateful for where I'm at. Grateful for where I've come from. Hopefully going into a much better space than I am right now, right? But I'm going to just be grateful for where I'm at right now. And I'm not going, once I get off this, y'all, I ain't going to let all this shit get to me. And I don't want y'all to do that either. But I do want us to care. Because the being on social media during this past week has been, like, to me, it makes it apparent that the collective of energy in this country is very dark and angry. Very, very angry. The angriness, the rudeness, all of that shit, the contempt, that shit is bleeding all over the place. And I think that's the point. And that's why you have to keep it in check. That's why you have to keep it in check, because essentially this is exactly what people want. They want you to get angry and hate each other for stupid reasons. And that doesn't mean that I feel like I should be standing next to somebody that's praying for my downfall. No, that's not what that means. But what it means is I won't invite your energy to corrupt me. I won't invite your energy to corrupt me. You can have that. Right? And so that's why you got to enjoy where you at, and you got to enjoy your family and, all of the things. Oh my God. What is that? How much is that in American dollars? This is 5,000 something. What is this? Bot? What is this? Thank you. Thank you, Miss C, for the super chat. Thank you. Like, bitch, you sending me bot? What is that? Thank you. Jasmine Crockett reacts to Jeffrey Epstein files being redacted. They ignored a lawful subpoena and conveniently left out Donald Trump. They did. She said, did Trump's DOJ really think dropping hundreds of blacked out pages counted as complying with the law? I know it's a bunch of unqualified folks with no backbone over there, but this is next level. Yeah, I think her energy is needed right now. Everybody else is fucking scary. They ignored a lawful subpoena, recycled public records, and conveniently left out Donald Trump. This is not a conspiracy. It's really not. And I'm actually quite annoyed that we're even still having a conversation about this. I don't know why y'all need anything else to be released. And I saw that shit they did with Michael Jackson. And y'all, this is how I feel like y'all can't tell me that I am not a person with a fucking brain. Okay? That my feelings are not clouding. Did we talk about Peter Thomas, y'all? I don't think so. I don't think we got into that. Y'all let me know if we talked about that. But yeah, Bill Clinton, yeah, I think you were with the young girls. I sure do, because Monica Lewinsky was how old when you pulled her under your desk? How old was she? Hold up. She told us what it is. Hold up. Let me slide back up. It's Indian rupee. It's like $50. Thank you. Come on, Indian rupee, bitch. All right. How you like it out there, girl? I be wanting to come out there. Y'all know that's really who the richest people are right now, right? I don't know if everybody peeped that. Everybody be thinking it's some white people or some Asian people. Nope. Indian people. Motherfuckers is rich as fuck. At least for what I saw on the Googler, girl. At least from what I saw on the Googler. And yeah, your anger is sacred. Like, it informs you. Thank you for the super sticker, Lucretia. Thank you, girl. Is that Lucretia? Hey, girl. The one that I be seeing, the one that live down here, the one I be seeing all the time. She was 25, I think. Yeah, No, I didn't say she was a minor. I don't think we said she was a minor. I said young girls. Yeah, listen, I'm very specific about my words up this motherfucker. Young girls is what I said. And I do think for a 40-something-year-old powerful president to have sex with a 25-year-old person that works for him, an intern at the fucking White House. Oh my God, the power dynamics in that is completely off. Do you really think? Like, think about it, y'all. Trump aside, do you really think people like? Would you? Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Would you have told Obama no? And would he still have been taking advantage of you if you was a 20-something that worked for him? Yes. The imbalance of power is way too deep. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. But I didn't say she was a minor, okay? But I also feel like men that men like there are some men that fuck everybody, y'all. I think Bill Clinton is one of them. Like Charlie Sheen, the boys, the girls, I fucked them all. Terrible. I'm sorry, terrible. But yeah, no, I think Bill. There are some people that like to fuck everybody. People they age, people younger than them, kids, dogs, pets, skip skag, scallywags, hoes, dykes. Everybody. They like to fuck everybody. Bill Clinton gives I fuck everybody. So yeah, I don't think I talked about Peter. So with that being said, yeah, I saw that they put Michael Jackson in that shit. And y'all know how I feel about Michael Jackson. I argue with y'all every day, 365 black. I argue with y'all all the time about Michael Jackson because I refuse to like agree to that. That doesn't make any sense to me that y'all would be going along with that. That nigga was 30-something years old talking about a 12-year-old was his best friend. Ooh, that's another thing, bitch. Hold up. Get excited when I remember shit. Okay, Macaulay Culkin. Speaking of motherfucking Christmas, Home Alone. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all not watching Home Alone on repeat like I am? Like, I literally put Home Alone on to go to sleep. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay? Home Alone and the Santa Claus have been on clockwork since we got into December. Okay? And apparently, I saw a TikTok of Macaulay Culkin talking about his abuse as a child. Not about Michael Jackson, because y'all know he was one of the close friends. But he was talking about how his daddy used him for money all the time. How the daddy was abusive and used to make them work. The daddy was a failed actor and put all of the kids into acting and was working Macaulay Culkin to fucking death and hitting him and being abusive towards him. And not that I'm saying that, because Macaulay Culkin has said that Michael Jackson did not do anything to him. He has said that repeatedly, and I am going to take his word for it. But it also made me feel like if you didn't have any parents protecting you and you had a father that was willing to sell you out for money, if you had a father that was willing to sell you out for money in Hollywood, is it really far-fetched to think that he would have sold you out to that nigga? Because y'all remember back in the day, they were very close. Macaulay Culkin's like 12 years old, going everywhere with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's like fucking 36. If y'all think that that's normal, and then when people do that thing where y'all say, oh, Michael Jackson was a child and he didn't have a childhood, I would like to remind y'all how astute, how smart, how intelligent, how capable, and how much of a business shark he was. He didn't become the millionaire that he became because he was a fucking child. He actually went and bought people's masters and shit, okay? people's entire fucking catalogs. I love y'all for real. I love Michael Jackson's music. Listen to me. We are going to listen to Thriller forever. It's okay, y'all. But you have to think about these things. And if y'all normalize selling y'all kids to people in Hollywood for stardom, if you normalize that, then by the time you come along, which then brings me, I didn't save it. I don't even want to play the video, but I'm gonna just say it up here on live before we move on to the next topic. I don't even want to bring it up because I don't want to be a part of admonishing Usher any further. Okay? But today I saw a video of Usher with a young artist. And I don't know who the young artist is. Okay? I have no idea. It was a young man. But he was showing him how to be sensual and how to be sexual. And it rubbed me wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it just, it be given. Sometimes it be given like, you know, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being a safe space for me. A lot of y'all being like-minded. Because I just be like, I don't know what's going on. Tall, skinny boy. I don't know, brown skin, curly hair. Brown skin, curly hair, but it just rubbed me wrong. And I was just like, y'all do this in Hollywood. Y'all do. Because are we going to say, okay, this is a hypothetical. I don't know this for a fact. But if I had to think about the way child abuse and grown adults having romantic relationships with teenagers has been normalized, then I would think about the way, first of all, let's use Michael Jackson as an example. Michael Jackson was brought into the business as a child, correct? Left with grown adults that had already been in Hollywood in the fucking 50s and 60s. So these are people that absolutely have no grasp, no concept of consent and not to fuck teenagers and children, right? They don't have a concept of this. But if your daddy is already abusive, right? If your daddy is already abusive towards you and low-key has an energy that he sees you as a cash grab on some level, right? That's how we felt about Joe Jackson at some point. Is it weird to think that an abusive father would then sell their child to a famous rich person to become a star, but also to fuck when they feel like it? And then we would think about Diddy, Usher, what people say about Justin Bieber. That's all conjecture. I have no idea, but people say that, right? And then, just in other situations, you would just think about the way people be passing their kids out to motherfuckers, right? And yes, Michael Jackson to Diana. Exactly. And I don't know if that's true in all of that. I don't know if it's true. But we, in our culture, in our society, in here in America, there is a level of normalizing having romantic relationships between teens and adults, children and grown people. Like finding out about Frankie Lyman, right? Everybody knew Frankie Lyman was very childlike and young and all of that. Did you know that the first wife was Zoila was way older than him? I think he might have been 18 and she might have been 14 or some shit like that. And yeah, she was still young and she's the woman, so to speak. But that's not cool, bitch. But that tells me you probably got assaulted too. Because if only to me, I feel like when people tell you how they don't think that something is grotesque or, what I'm saying, it's probably because, to some level, they've had a situation similar. It's just so sad how people will sell their kids for $1. It sickens me. Yes. Kat Jackson dated. Who the fuck is Kat Jackson? Oh, wow. We're live. We are, girl. I ain't have shit else to do. I'm not cooking. Okay. I'm taking this year off. Me and my husband have already been opening all of our gifts and presents and shit. Okay. He got new earphones and clothes and a new phone and I got my tent and some shoes and some perfume and all kind of shit. I can't even tell y'all the stuff. I smell good though. Okay, bitch smell good. He bought me this t-shirt down to the 5 below. Okay. We we about to be out there in the tent. They say it's gonna be cold for New Year's. We're excited. It's giving fire pit in the tent. Sleeping outside on New Year's, nigga. Okay. Listen. But anyway, y'all, let's get in. let's get into the thing. Marvin was gay, but that's another live. And he was very, very upset about it. He was very, very upset about it. Thank you, Snipe by Ram. Thank you. I appreciate you. So I've read I want to read Marvin's book, but I read Marvin's not the last wife, but the younger wife, the one he got with when she was like 17, I read her book recently. Skip Scallyway. And yeah, that nigga was crazy. Marvin Gaye was crazy. A musical genius. A musical genius. The way he was able to tap into source for some of the music that he created. Like, some of the music really is ahead of his time. Like, there's an album that's literally about, because Michael thought the end of the, I mean, not Michael, Marvin thought the end of the world was happening, right? So he wrote an album that's supposed to like uplift people during that time. And it's and having a love party. And let's get with the times, baby. The world is not for long, no. Yeah, okay. And it's called In Our Lifetime. In Our Lifetime. An amazing, amazing body of work. Do you hear me? Like, just such good shit, man. Such good shit. But at the same time, the way he used that young girl as a tool to deal with his pain, like basically pushing her on other artists that he had a competition going on with, like Marvin Gaye and Teddy Pendergrass, and everybody knows, like, y'all didn't even have to tell me that these three artists would be compared to each other, therefore be in competition with one another. Marvin, even though he's older and everybody has all of this reverence for him, Marvin still feels like he's competing with these people. And he would then send his woman, his young woman, send her, his wife, mother of his children, 2 kids, and they were doing drugs, lots and lots of drugs. Okay, this is definitely crack shit. Send her to have sex with Teddy Pendergrass. Send her to have sex with Maze, Frankie Beverly. Okay, that's what he did. She was very young, and he had cast a spell on her through the fucking TV when she was 8 years old. That's why people who are famous and, like, they come into contact with people, you have to be very careful because people have been falling in love with you before they met you. Therefore, the power imbalance. You know what I mean? But yeah, that motherfucker was crazy. Do you ever think some of these musical geniuses were possibly extraterrestrial? I really think MJ and Prince Marvel were not earthly beings. No, I think they were earthly beings. I think we underestimate how amazing Earth and earthly beings are. I think that we all have gifts. I think that essentially we all have something. And I think a lot of us either figure it out or we don't. And I think when you do figure it out, you recognize that there's duality in your gift, just like in anything, meaning that your gift can be used to uplift and for good. And then it can also be used to conceal and to hide how bad you are. Okay. So, yeah, I definitely feel like it's all human shit. It's all God. It's all, the gifts of being a human, of, of coming here. But I also feel like essentially, yeah, nah. So let's get into the next topic. But good conversations. Merry Christmas, everybody. Okay, if you wanted somebody to fuck with on Christmas Eve because you wasn't doing shit, if you at work, okay, here I go.
It's trying time, and you want to know who's there for you. So, I'm here if you ever need to talk. So,
I know you are just going to reach out to you. I've been in here 5 going on 6 months. Said that young lady have come to visit me 80% of the time.
Oh, wow.
They've never asked me for a cent from the day I met her a year and a half ago. Never asked me for a cent. Either paying somebody's rent or Peter buy somebody, or Peter buy something.
Okay, so y'all remember that what that was last week? I showed y'all that video of them two girls fighting over Peter. And it really wasn't even two girls that was fucking with him. It was a girl who was claiming him on a radio show with her hair on a podcast with her hair looking rough. And then there was another woman that said, well, my cousin be fucking with him and he be paying my cousin bills and taking care of her and everything. Mind you, Peter is in jail. And so AT Alien, Michelle, she went and you know, talked to Peter.
I think it's my age. Because I'm 65, they think that in order for me to get somebody like that, I have to be paying. I've been on a show where I made somebody help them made $17 million, and they've never even reached out to me to ask me if I need, you know, a bar of soap in jail.
Wow, you haven't heard from her either, huh?
Ever.
Why do y'all think y'all are supposed to hear from people after y'all doing illegal shit over the course of decades ends up catching up to you? I think it's some type of like mental illness for you to think you are owed something from people. Like, I really do. And I hate the fact that she's like co-signing this bullshit with you. Like co-signing the fact that somebody owes you something. Nobody owes you. It's like the most disloyal people in the world always want some type of loyalty from people that they have been disloyal to. And I can only think of that as being abusive. It's abusive.
Ever. All the shit that I've done for that woman, never, ever. If she ain't shit, never see her again for the rest of my life when they do so.
Understand it because this is trying time, and
Like, you have been not paying your motherfucking bills for decades. How long did you want to be out here not paying the bills? Peter? Why y'all always giving these niggas a platform? Ew. All right. Y'all, let's look at this. Hold up. It's me. Hello. It's that bitch. Yeah. It be me out here not shitting on these hoes. 92, my bitch is swole. Tell him his mama raised a bomb. Okay, hold on. You stressing over niggas. See right here under my pictures. I'm geeked up at the party. I'm trying to see. How can I do this right quick? I need to, because I'm scared that if I make myself disappear, that I won't be back. Okay. We're going to play this, though. I'm geeked up at the party. The bitches not my body. Clap it for me. Like, yeah. Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me. I'm that bitch. Yeah. This is beautiful. Y'all, this is beautiful. Oh. Oh. Yeah, all of this is nice. Ooh. Come on, indoor pool. Come on, marble. Lord. This is Sex and Sea. Ugh. Lord. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, girl. Kicked up at the party. Bitches on my body. So yeah, Cardi and Stefan Diggs bought a huge mansion together in Massachusetts. I mean, that's what they should do, right? That way when she wants to come and visit him, she has somewhere to bring her and her kids. And he should help pay for that. Because the only reason she would ever be going to fucking Massachusetts is to see that nigga. So that makes sense. And then it would be in both of their names. Yeah. To protect both of them. That way, if they break up, he can't just take the house from her. Yeah, that makes sense. That's absolute. That girl, that makes so much sense. I don't even know what to tell y'all. Okay, so let's move on from there. Akbar V professes her unwavering love for Young Thug despite him previously slapping the dog shit out of her. Wait, let's see the video before we read.
finna record this. It's in. It's in.
You doing a lot.
You know that, nigga. You know that. That ass career. You know that. You know that. All that gangster time. What better come to your house? Yeah. And you know what? You know I run over 1,000 a hole. You know I think I run over 1,000 a hole.
See, I don't do all of this. I used to. But as I've grown older, what I've understood is that I don't want to be nowhere screaming in no nigga's face because I understand that a nigga can beat my ass. And I could possibly beat his ass if I was really on my shit and he was just, a weak ass fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because, a bitch do take her kickboxing class, nigga. I will, bow, step on your foot, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I stab you in the neck real quick and then, I'm joking. This is facetious. I'm not being serious, okay? But what I'm saying is, like, don't get me wrong, y'all. I've never been like a scary individual to the point that fear makes me not do something. No, okay? I will be scared and still curse you the fuck out. Like, for real. But what I have learned as a grown adult woman at 37, you don't get in no man's face doing all of that shit. You can say what you want to say from a safe distance. And if they come over there to you once you say what you said just because they upset about it, then that's on them. But you all in their face with that shit, that's a no-no. Because now you're doing too much. You physically imposing yourself, bitch. You crossing physical boundaries. So when they do it to you, don't get surprised. And so, see, because I understand how niggas work, I don't want you touching me. I don't want you coming in my face. So I'm not going to come in your face. And if you a disrespectful nigga, I'm not going to be around you because I don't want you disrespecting me. It's very simple. So I wouldn't even be like, soon as somebody outside screaming and hollering with somebody, I'm in my motherfucking car trying to figure out what I'm about to play on the ride home. Like, girl, I don't do no. I'm so sorry. What? I know y'all like to throw away, the Claire Huxtable reference, but bitch, I'm sorry. Excuse me? Oh no, sweetheart. Oh no. I must poof pow be gone. Like, bitch, I'ma disappear. I'm not arguing with no motherfucking nigga. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga. Do you know these niggas? These niggas are crazy. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are crazy. Let's see what she talking about. She say, to one of my favorite people on this earth, God loves you. I love you. The hood loves and is very proud of you. We came from nothing when all else fails. You can always come home. No matter what life brings, you just know I'm going to always pray for you and love you with the money or without. I'm happy for you. Congratulations, my boy. You and God do it, nobody else. You and God, the blood of Jesus. You are chosen and God favors you. When you find yourself in deep thoughts or even getting into some depression, just remember God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. Okay? His strongest soldiers. Okay? You was made for this lifestyle. I remember them long nights, how we used to struggle. How we came out of them generation curses. They are broken, baby boy. No, they're not. Fuck you talking about? that nigga almost just went to jail for Rico, bitch. What you talking about? You down to the house getting your ass beat. What generational curses did you break, girl? And I can't stand the I speak for God ass bitch. You ain't even connected to your solar plexus enough, bitch. You not connected to your solar plexus enough, bitch, to know what God telling anybody. Let me calm down. Agbo, this is ridiculous. I think you have religious psychosis. Agbo, I think you are what happens when ignorant religious people just like kind of turn themselves up in all of the bullshit that they believe. They just wrap themselves in their shame and their guilt, and they just start screaming the name of the Lord so that can absolve them from the shame and the guilt they feel. Instead of just being better people, they continue to be fucked up people and then just be like, God gonna pray me out of it. You know what I'm saying? That man don't love you, girl. That's the biggest thing. It's like, it be women like this. And it's always women like this, right? You're so religious, right? Jesus, God, God, Jesus. I'm talking about her, y'all. Not you, her. And essentially what I feel is that you don't love yourself. I don't think you love yourself. I don't think you like yourself. I don't think you respect yourself. And I don't think Young Thug or any of the men around you respect you. And I think it's hard to respect somebody who doesn't respect themselves. And I think as much as y'all think niggas love all of that pick-me ass shit y'all be doing, bigging them up, my boy, and all of that shit, they may smile in your face and use you. And people do not know you like that. And I'm saying that because y'all could be close, y'all could have fucked, y'all could have used to go together, and I don't know. But what I do know is these niggas don't claim you the way you claim them, and that's embarrassing. And that shows a lack of respect for yourself, that you would play yourself out for a man that's ignoring you, that don't give a fuck about you, that probably don't even think about you unless he like, if I gotta go back to the streets, I know a bitch sofa I can go get on. And I know she'll kick that puss ass nigga out for me. So many of y'all think like this. Just like the girl that was arguing with me with the nigga with the doodle stained drawers, right? Like today, y'all, not today, yesterday, I realized the women that be online arguing on behalf of predatory men and arguing on behalf of abusers like Akbar V, they at home with a nigga with shit in his drawers. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. You don't even know how to be with a man who can clean his own ass. He can't even clean his own ass. But you're on the internet arguing with me about SA. You don't know a good nigga when you see him. Your nigga has shit in his drawers. Like, I can't trust your perspective on life. You are with a man who you said had a shit stain on his drawers. Ma'am, no one should be listening to you. No one should be listening to you, ma'am. Speaking of people that's always defending abusers, remember I told y'all about the Jordan Pauline situation and the Tyler situation, that there was a white girl that was on the internet? This white girl right here. I blocked the bitch. So, and anybody, and I don't know how this man got on my timeline because I don't like his perspective either. But this is another person that even if they don't agree with Jordan Pauline, they feel like whatever the fuck this is weird.
I don't know what Jordan Pauline did to this girl right here, but she ain't playing with her, bro. All I've been seeing the last couple days is her exposing everything. She exposed Jordan's real age, said she's 28, lying, saying she's 25. She found a DV case that Jordan had where she put her hands on her ex-husband. Then she found out everything she was lying about in her videos, like her saying that her rent was $13,000, saying that that's not how much it really is. She's going off, and I'm like, man.
All shit that do not matter. Nigga go try to dig up every lie you done never told, as if people don't lie every day, B. This is why you don't come forward about SA. Because people will go find shit from the internet from 2017. You got into an argument with your fuck ass boyfriend after he cheated on you and gave you VD. You punched him in the face and they called the police on you. I don't know if this was happening, y'all, but this could have been the situation, right? Anything could have happened. You say the girl got a DV charge with her ex-husband or her ex-fiance or whatever. Women lie about their age all the time. Who lies about being in their 20s? People that are in male-dominated arenas. Like, that does make sense. Like, y'all do know that they say that the women are spoiled after 25 years, right? Y'all know they say that and this is the group, right? These are the 20-somethings. So yeah, I can understand her lying about her age because they're always talking about you have hit a wall once you're over 25. But I'm going to let him finish because he's talking about all the other things this white lady has been doing. And this is why I said, what are y'all talking about? Nobody actively gets on the internet to lie about people like this because this is what they do.
What did Jordan Pauline?
She said Jordan Pauline lied about her rent being $13,000. It's actually half of that. $2,000 still can't pay the lady rent, bitch. Like $2,000 still can't pay her rent is the point here.
Do to make her that mad? Like, I'm talking
right. 28 and 25 is the same thing in the grand scheme of things. But to the niggas on the internet that's judging these girls as soon as they get past 25, and this is y'all, streaming is very male identified and very, very red pill. Of course, she's doing all the things to appease that demographic. That's what the girls are gonna do because that's where they're making their money at. Unfortunately, I'm not saying any of that shit is a good decision, but it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything.
Full-fledged investigation. She took pictures from the live stream and matched it up with some pictures that she found on Zillow and found the exact house that she lived in based on pictures that Talil posted up. And I'm like, wow.
Found the lady, so she doxed her. So that people can possibly go to that lady house and further harass her.
Bro,
right. Because this is the same shit that's happening to Talil right now.
That's why you can't show people your entire house, bro. They'll figure it out like that. But, man, I don't know what she did to that girl, but she ain't playing with her, bro. One thing about it, you cannot lie on the internet, bro. People will get on your ass. But anyway, appreciate y'all for the 14K. We almost at 20K, man.
So, yeah. I didn't see that anybody was doing that type of shit to Talil. I didn't see that. Maybe I missed it. But that's what y'all doing to the girl right now. Yeah. So I guess, we'll wait. We'll see how it all plays out. Let's skedaddle on. Let's skedaddle on to the next thing. What did I not talk about yesterday?
And you said,
we didn't talk about Benson Her, but y'all, y'all know this is just a little extra something because, it's Christmas Eve and I didn't have nothing else to do, right? So the show is going to be real like, what we doing?
the Braxtons, they need to be on TV.
Yep.
And at this point, Toni Braxton is very reserved. She doesn't, she's Toni Braxton. Yeah. And this isn't the time where a Toni Braxton goes and does a reality television show. Yeah. And I'm like, you gonna get Toni Braxton to do?
Took me about 7 months to convince her.
And you were like, Jay, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
7 months to convince her. Because television at that time to me is like the reality world. Tamar woke up one day and was like, yo, we should do a reality show on my family. That's how that happened. And I went and like everything, I'm not gonna lose. I'm gonna go make it happen. And Toni was like, I don't know if we should do it, And bless her soul, she did it, and it changed everybody's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they all have got, it's the longest running African American show in the history of television.
No. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm the only person that feels like that's not, I don't know. Is that supposed to be like a, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe, girl, I don't know, girl. Maybe it's just me, but I'm just like, nigga, what? I'm gonna let him finish.
Congratulations.
Go Braxton.
Yes.
Go Braxton.
I spent $1.2 million of my own money to make that show.
So you shot it.
I paid for it.
And paid for it.
Yes.
Before it was ever at.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. You can't talk about stuff and don't do something and believe in it. You know.
Him and I know.
You can't just be like, oh, I got this idea. No, go execute it.
Go execute it.
Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it.
Show and prove.
Exactly. Same thing with the talk show with The Real with Tamar. That was we started that show at Tamar being a new young Wendy Williams. And then we sat down, we met with every production company and fell in love with Telepictures, and they were like, oh, we want to put the show on the internet. I said, well, she's already on 2 different televisions. I said, that's not going to work for me. So they were like, so what do you want to do? And we said, well, let's make an ensemble. And then they were like, so Tamar, who do you want on the show? We was at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'll never forget it. Tamar said Adrienne Bailon and Tamara. And then Telepictures had deals with Lonnie and with Jenny. But that was Tamar's idea.
I still have a picture.
Emmy nominated producer
backstage
for that as well.
And you said,
okay. So I mean, listen, I'm not one of those people that don't like to give people their props when props are due. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like it's definitely giving humble brag ass nigga. Hold up, y'all. I want to see if there was something else that he said from this interview. But that doesn't surprise me. I think we all know that it was Tamar's idea because Tamar was tired of seeing the Kardashians, no talent, no singing asses all over the place. And so she felt like me and my sisters are way more talented. Right? Like why can't we? right? Why can't we? And so then, you know, there's that. Okay, I don't see it. I don't see it. Child, why is Nick Cannon always talking to us? I don't know why Nick Cannon is always talking to us, but sometimes I wish Nick Cannon would go sit down. Because when he come to us, it feel like he didn't have his thoughts together when he came to us. Or he can't see himself. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of seeing fucking Tyrese. Hold up. Let's just see, y'all.
When should a woman look to get married? If a woman wants to get married, should they introduce the conversation or should they casually wait?
Traditionally, men have been known to be the ones to pop the question and actually make it official, but women are usually the ones that are thinking about it and discussing it first. So if she's ready for it, should, you know, when is the right time for her to bring it up?
You know, maybe not on a first date, but I feel like by the third or fourth date, as you get to know if there's something here and if there's something more, you do want to know possibly if you are looking for marriage, if the other person has any interest. That's a good place to start for me. It's like a couple of dates in. Just
a couple of dates in?
Just to get just to find out. Like, not do you want to marry me? No. Look, be very clear. Not to marry me.
Your ideal on
I want to know. When
marriage and all that
what
stuff.
do you think about marriage? Like, is it something you think you're looking for in the next few years? Or is it something you're like, I'm not even thinking about for another decade? Like, just get an idea of where somebody might be in their own timeline.
But I don't think you should, like, plan for it. Like, I think, like, the best type of relationships are, like, slow burns that catch you off guard. Like, you know, like, that's why, like, the best relationships usually start off as, like, close friends.
Friends, right.
I don't think you should be like, okay, do you want to get married in 5 years? Like, you know, like, I don't think you should plan it. Like,
it's not an interrogation.
I think it should just kind of, like, happen. And, like, when you just, like, realize.
It is an interrogation because I have to ask you if that's what you want. I have to ask you what type of marriage you would like to have. I have to inquire before I continue to get into this. I also feel like y'all need to stop bringing it up because why do y'all want to be married to these niggas still with everything, you know? I mean, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone because I know I have a lot of romantics out there. I know y'all are still out there and y'all like marriage. I think that partnership is great. I think that being with someone and y'all supporting each other is great. I don't necessarily feel like that needs to be in the confines of what we know marriage to be. And I think people need to become more inventive about the way that they orchestrate their lives. Because what I am finding is that I don't think women actually take into consideration the danger that it mean, you know, like it is to marry someone. Like, I don't think y'all take into consideration the danger of it, right? I think you just see it as, oh, me and this person that I really, really love are going to build something together. And I think that's very sweet. But essentially, I feel like most people should not be married. It's unnecessary. And unless it's something that comes after you've already determined you're going to be with this person anyway, I don't see the point of leading with it or automatically assuming because you are attracted to someone that you would want to marry them. You do not know people. You do not know people.
Someone you're compatible with in, like, all areas of your life. They complete you and you would, like, start a family with.
Also, people do not complete you. Let's be very clear. People do not complete you. You have to complete your fucking self. You come into the relationship with somebody. It is just something that is meant to maximize your life. It's meant to, like, reflect back to you and make it bigger and all of that. But it's not meant to complete you. Your life should be completed all on its own. This is a solo journey. Y'all need to be clear on these things. Y'all offer up y'all power when y'all like section yourselves off like that. Like you think you're not a full human being until you come into contact with another human being. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I know that's what they told us, but they lied.
Them, and you're fully ready to, like, say goodbye to the single life.
To the streets.
Yeah, to the streets. Like, you need to retire from the streets fully.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people get married early and they're, like, not actually done. And they'll, like, be throwing ass on everybody at the club. Like,
marriage and all that
What
stuff.
do you think about marriage? Like,
you're not ready to be in a marriage. So, like, when you're ready to fully kiss the streets goodbye in every way, shape, and form, then I think you're ready to get married.
Why she said throwing ass like it's a whole bunch of married women out in the street throwing ass and not a whole bunch of niggas with their dick out and their rings on. Fuck out of here. Oh God, the pick-me's be pick-me-ing. Pick me. Oh, pick me. If you don't do nothing, come along and just pick me. I'm not gonna call the young lady a pick me. She's just young. She look young. She just young. She not a pick me. She got her head on right, essentially. But a lot of it feels like you only feel that way because you're thinking about it from the viewpoint of the man. Like you don't want to scare the man away. So you say you don't want marriage, but you actually really do want marriage. I want you to break apart why you even want marriage in the first place. That's what I want you to do. But y'all asked me about this. Let's get into it. The TikToker. Like the video, everybody. Hype me up. Let everybody know we up here on New Year's Eve because they probably wasn't expecting to see. I'm sorry, not New Year's, Christmas Eve. Because I wasn't expecting to be up here, bitch. Oh, no, not me getting stuffy.
Still sitting in the car saying that that's your mama. I'm standing outside the car. She points and she's like, Frankie, this your son. This your baby. Come hug your baby. She looking dead at me at this point and she's like, I ain't got no dick in a booty ass son. And I'm like, who the fuck is this lady talking to? Now, my natural instinct was just to ignore this motherfucking shit because I don't like to disrespect adults, but at the end of the day, you got me fucked up. Said, you got a dick in a booty ass son just like I got a crackhead for a mama. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. Everybody's like, oh, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. I'm adopted, okay? I am from a closed adoption. It gets crazy. Now, I'm going to be using real names. So, yeah. So, I was born in Oakland, California. It was one day that I ended up getting into a big-ass fight. I got in trouble. I got suspended. They sent me home. My mama was like, baby, you're going on punishment. And she was like, well, your punishment is you need to go into this room, and you're going to organize the boxes in this room. I organized the boxes, and me being nosy, I decided, hey, I want to go through the box, see what's in here, baby, because I'm nosy. It just so happened that one of the boxes that I looked through had my birth certificate in it. And if anybody knows, y'all know, my mother's name is Asa. Both of our birth certificates, she's still sitting in the car saying that that's your mama. I'm standing outside the car.
Oh, shit, my bad.
She points, and she's like, certificates were together. So I seen her birth certificate first, and I'm flipping through, and I found my birth certificate. I pulled it out. I was like, oh, hey, girl, how you doing? I ain't seen you in so long. Mind you, I've never actually seen my birth certificate, so there's that. As I'm looking at my birth certificate, I see that there's no name on here that says Asa. It actually says Frankie. So I'm like, is my mom's name Frankie? Is she lying to me about her name? Lying. But I'm like, that can't be right, because her birth certificate is right here. So either my mom got her name changed or she's lying to me about being my mother. No. Also, on my birth certificate, which I forgot to say, I am a junior. So it said my father's name was my name.
Oh.
So I was like, okay. Like that.
Oh, my God. Nah, I mean, that happens all the time. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That be happening all the time. Okay. Hold up. I saw something. Okay. Bondy, given the fact that you found your person and made the decision to get married, why do you say marriage is unnecessary? Because it's not necessary. Like, it's not. It's not necessary. Like, just because I did it doesn't mean that I think it's necessary. Like, I think that people actually focus on it too much, which is why I say it's not necessary. Because they're so focused on being married that they're not focused on what it means to be with a person. They're not even focused on what it means to be with themselves. I think people are hyper focused on relationships. And I think when you encourage people to be so focused on marriage and relationships, it keeps them from being focused on their own self-development. And the only thing that happens when y'all are convinced that y'all have to be married and all of that is that y'all have children that y'all a lot of the times are not fully capable of taking care of for real. And then you just put them into the systems that this country is made to put you into. Like, the idea of a nuclear family happened in the 50s, y'all. Like, people haven't always lived like that. And even before that, marriage and all of that was forced on women. It was forced on women. I decided to do it because my family was married, because that's what everybody did. And because I didn't feel like I was going anywhere. I was happy with the person. And there have been times where that may not have necessarily been the case. Like, I've been with the same person 15 years. I've been married going on 9 years. Of course, there have been times where I don't know if I want to stay married to somebody, right? But because he and I continue to try to fix it, try to work on it, try to make sure we both fucking with each other for real, and it started off like that. So, yeah, that makes sense for me. I find that most people do not have that. Most people are miserable in their marriages. Most women feel like they can't fully be themselves in their marriages. A lot of men resent their women because of all of the things that they feel like they have to do. They don't want to be protectors and providers and shit, but they feel like they have to do it. And so they do it, and they abuse people while doing it because they really hate having to do it. They hate the mundaneness of their lives. They hate just being with one person. And so they mistreat everybody because they're not happy. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't think that marriage is necessary. Historically, it's been made to be something to keep people in line, to keep people in boxes, to keep women thinking that the only thing they're supposed to do is have children and be worrying about a man, and for men to know that all they need to do is to have a woman and children and work. So yeah, historically, when you read up on it and you find out, all the ways in which we come to the conclusions that we come to now, you realize how often people romanticize everything. And when y'all romanticize things, you don't really take them seriously. Like, you call babies a blessing, but nobody actually cares about not abusing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gets married, but most people are cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people are agreeing to monogamy, and they actually don't feel like monogamy is natural for them. So to me, marriage tends to be, it's about property for one, and also like a representation of doing something that is unnatural for you simply because everybody tells you that that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. And the only reason I'm still married is because I'm with a person that loves me for who I am, and they don't try to change me, and I love them for who they are, and I don't try to change him. We just try to do what's best to keep our shit together, but also to be individually like people all on our own, because being enmeshed and codependent was not healthy for either one of us, but specifically was not healthy for me. I have to be who I am. So most men are not going to give you that. Most men are going to ask you to shrink yourself. Most men are not going to give you that. So you're going to give that to most men. They're not going to give it to you. So for me, that is the reason why I'm not a proponent for something that I'm in, because I don't see a lot of people having a similar experience. So if I understand that, yes, my situation might be great, but it actually harms people on a large scale, I'm not going to be a proponent for it just because it just so happened to work for me. I'm going to hope that people can make these decisions, on their own, but I'm going to want you to be informed that even some of the best men are just trying to marry you so that they can have somebody to take care of them. And a lot of y'all think that that's what y'all want to do. But if somebody had not told you that that's all you supposed to do, is that what you would want to do? A lot of women would say no. A lot of women are not fulfilled just by being somebody's wife and somebody's mother. And they do need other things. And they have passions and they have things that they care about. And a lot of the times, marriages stop them from fully realizing those things. Not in every situation, not in mine, but in a lot of situations. I hope that clears it up. But yeah, let's continue on. What happened with these people? Because this is messy.
That's not helpful. Friday, my mother loved to watch VH1. Specifically, she loved to watch I Love New York. She loved to watch Making the Band, and she loved to watch the BET Network as well. And there were a lot of shows on there that I loved as well. Sometimes my mom would let me watch these shows with her, but this specific Friday, when I got home, she told me to go upstairs. She took my TV, and she told me to go to sleep, and that she will see me in the morning. My food is in the microwave. Certificates were together, so I seen her birth certificate first, grab it, eat, and go to bed. Baby, I'm looking around like, God damn, what did I do now? So I go to bed because I don't have no questions to ask because that's my mama, and I wake up the next day and everything is fine. The weekend goes by normally, everything is good, I'm chilling. Monday comes around. As I was late to school, I had to go through the front office. As I'm walking into the front office, the principal is in the front, and he's like, oh, you gotta come here. And I'm like, what the fuck I gotta come here for? Number one, he was like, you're famous. And I'm like,
what?
I'm what? Mind you, I'm like, what are you talking about? Me and him don't get along, so I'm thinking he's
Why the fuck would you say that to a kid? Oh my God, you're an adult?
just playing. And I'm like, we not even cool like that for you to be playing with me. What do you mean I'm famous? And he was like, you're famous. The whole school is talking about you. And the fact that your mom didn't tell us anything, we're going to have to get some background information before we let you get back on campus. I'm walking to class. I step in the classroom and I see my friend Alexis, and she looks at me. Mind you, we sit in the back of the classroom anyway. So it's not like it was hard for her not to fucking recognize me. And I walk in and she's like, oh my God, it's Keisha Cole's brother. And I just stand there and I'm looking around like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Oh my time, Frank, come here and sit down. Grab it, eat, and go to bed. Baby, I'm looking around like, God damn, God, you gotta tell me everything. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the teacher's like, what are you talking about? She was like, I need you to calm down, Alexis. Take your seat. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take my seat. So I sit down. Alexis is like, hey, we gonna cause a little scene or whatever. We gonna say we gotta go to the bathroom, and then we gonna talk about it. I'm still gagged. Because I'm like, wait a minute, did you say Keisha Cole? Now, I was gagged because she said Keisha Cole was my sister, and I was still kind of stuck because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, no, Keisha Cole is your sister. They said your name on TV Friday night, and you know I watch all of the shows. Before me and Alexis could fucking come up with the scheme to get the fuck up out of the classroom, right? Here come my mama. I get pulled out of class. I go to the office, and my mom's there. We leave. She says nothing to me. Now I get in my mom's car. On the drive home, I'm talking about you could hear a motherfucking pin drop. And I'm talking about it would shake the room. He said, I am your mother. I may not have birthed you, but I am your mother. I chose you. Hey, I would never hate you. I love you. I love you. She said, okay. Oh my God, you gotta tell me everything. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the teacher's like, what are you talking about? She's like,
must be stopped.
I want to tell you so that you hear it from my mouth that your sister is Keisha Cole. After she said, Keisha Cole is your sister, I was like, okay, well, you're my mother, and I can't change that. And yeah, like, there's only one sister that I know of. There's only one sister that I have, and her name is Brina.
Why is this happening at school and not at home?
Yeah. I can't speak for anything else. I met a friend named Vania, and I told her, like, hey, you know, I'm adopted. It's a closed adoption, and my family is out there somewhere, you know, and my sister just happened to be Keisha Cole. She looked at me and was like, your sister is Keisha fucking Cole. I'm like, yeah, girl, my sister is Keisha fucking Cole. I mean, I don't know her, but like, that's my sister. It's like, grab my hand. We're going to the library, and we're going to find your family. We get to the library. We log on. She's typing in. She gets on MySpace, and she's like, look, I want you to find your family, and I want you to be able to have a...
First of all, messy ass bitch, but thanks for the help. Somebody said, why would you not want, hold up, let me read this comment. Hold up. It says, I was adopted too. I was adopted. This is why. His story is why he's a great storyteller. My parents told me, not sure why his didn't. Think about it. Would you want your kid to know that they come from a crackhead?
Conversation with Frankie because that's your mom and you are deserved that. Mind you, I'm like, I don't really know, girl, but I support you because I support you, bitch. We gonna do this together. She gets on MySpace. Mind you, I don't really know my brothers and sisters. I want to tell you so that you hear it from my mouth that my brothers and sisters. She knew because she watched the show. She was like, listen, you got a sister named Elite, you got a sister named Nefi, and you got a sister named Tifa. We gonna message all of them.
That's fucked up. That's crazy for somebody to tell you that shit.
So she gets on MySpace and she messages every single last sibling I have.
Yeah, y'all. See, I feel like y'all lie to kids too much. Like, in general, I think that when parents think they're protecting a child by not telling them the truth, that's usually a bad decision. And there's usually a better way to tell them the truth in a way that protects them, but that also informs them so that they don't have a moment like this where the fucking world is telling them who they are before they know.
We wait. A day goes by. We don't hear anything. The next day, we go to the library. She gets on MySpace and she's like, friend, you got a message. Oh my God, we got a message. They said to call him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who is it? She's like, it's Elite. It's your sister. As soon as we leave the library, my friend, it's an old ass flip phone. She had a pink flip phone. She calls Elite. Second ring, she's like, hello. And my friend, my sister, Vania, she's like, hey, I have your brother. He's in Fairfield, California. He is right here. Do you want to talk to him? She's like, yeah. Mind you, she put it on speakerphone. I'm like, hello? She's like, hello? I'm like, is this my sister? She was like, is this my brother? Immediate tears. So I talked to my mom that night. I sat her down and I said, hey, I want to tell you that I talked to someone in my biological family. Now she, eyes wide open. Oh, my brothers and sisters. She knew because she watched. What did you do? And she's like, I don't want to hear nothing else. Shut up. I'm like, God damn, what I do, lady, what I do. She said, I don't want you contacting anyone without my permission.
You're fucking up. And this is where you start fucking up. This is where you start fucking up. Like, first of all, what?
I am your legal guardian. I am your mother. These people cannot contact you without my permission because you are my son and you are not to be in contact with your mother. Made me want to reach out to them even more. That situation caused me to dislike my mother so much, I ran away from home. Me running away from home was the fucking worst idea that I could ever fucking come.
Yes, but this comes in when that ego shit comes in, right? Because as a parent, you really should. I'm actually, to me, I find it reprehensible that you don't prepare your children to know who they truly are and where they come from, and that when they do find out, you respond in this way. I find it actually disgusting. I don't know what the fuck you thought you were doing, but that nature versus nurture shit, y'all got that whole thing fucked up where y'all think y'all can replace the biological aspect of this. You cannot. You can be a good parent to somebody, but to act as if that portion of them doesn't matter because you supplied them with their bare essentials, yeah, no. I think that's weird. Knowledge of oneself, people have a right to that. And you finding it disrespectful for him to want to know is wild.
Up with, and it was the worst decision of my fucking life. Now, communication between me and Elite have been sparse. We really didn't talk. Like, it wasn't any kind of like close of a relationship with the next couple of months that were going on. But I ended up getting in contact with Neffy. I accidentally gave her my mother's house phone number. Oh my fucking God, my mother went the fuck off. She called my friend Vinny and was like, tell my son I said, don't have them people calling my phone asking me about anything. Now, that same month, what did you do? And she's like, I don't want to hear nothing else. Shut up. I'm like, God damn, what I do, lady, what I do. She said, I don't want you. That same month, it's summer, so now we're into June. I get in contact with my Aunt BB, who lived in Stockton.
Mhm.
I stayed with my Aunt BB for the summer vacation.
Okay.
And then I ended up coming back to my mother's house after that.
Okay.
Now, if y'all don't know who my Aunt BB is, she is Frankie's sister, all right?
Oh.
So that would make her Keisha Cole's aunt, which is my aunt, which is all of my brothers and sisters' aunts, right? So she
Right.
has met, housed, and dealt with them on her own terms. The house that she lived in Stockton, Keisha Cole actually filmed the show in.
Oh.
After the show, she ended up giving it to my aunt, who lived in Stockton, which is my Aunt BB. At the time when I was living with my Aunt BB for those 30, 35 days, I was 14 years old. Nonetheless, I was at my Aunt BB's house for 30 days. I tried to reach out to all of my brothers and sisters, and no one had anything to say. It was a very weird time because I felt more connected to my aunt in that moment. It felt like me and her had a moment to actually get to know each other and really be around each other. And she called, texted them every single day. It made it seem like it was that same month.
You know why? Because they're tired of this at this point. At this point, it's a circus. It's a running joke. How many fucking babies that crackhead lady pushed out of her coochie?
Big achievement for them all to be together, and not one of my brothers and sisters came and see me. Not one in the 30 days. And a lot of them lived in the Bay Area. Not one of them came to see me. Now, I knew Keisha wasn't coming. I don't know if where Neffy lived at the time. My aunt's house, she was sad because she was like, they didn't come see you. It's okay. Next time. It'll happen next time. It'll happen next time, and we'll get the family together next time, right? But in my head, I'm like,
oh, I want to be clear. I hope y'all don't think his mama made a good decision. His mom did not make a good decision. His mom should have absolutely told him way earlier on, because the thing about it is him finding out the way he did sensationalized it. And by it being sensationalized and then him having to go and look for her and find her and do that on his own because the mama didn't want to do it. To me, you didn't protect him. Like, to me, I would have wanted to be with you while you were going through this, because I would have wanted to make sure that they weren't harming you. So I wouldn't have been and we're gonna talk about another situation. This is a good segue. I'm gonna let him finish up because we have another situation to talk about where a woman was talking about how her daughter has been rebellious, and I wanted to give my 2 cents in my opinion. So, but let me continue on. But yeah, no, I don't think she handled it the right way. I think that was an ego thing for her not to tell him what was going on. You have to tell people who they are, and the best way to protect them is to inform them. And I mean in a space of, this is who your mom is. This, you know what I'm saying? These are your siblings are. Yes, they are famous, but they have had a hard life. And if you want to contact them, you can. If you want me to be with you, you can. You know, I'll be there for you. But I don't want you to feel like you're doing this on your own. And I also don't want you to feel like you need these people to love you because somebody already loves you. So if they love you too, great. But if they don't, I'm here. That's how I would have felt about it. But I'm not her. But I still feel like, you know, when you adopt a child, you definitely need to have it in your mind that they're going to want to know where they come from. And you need to facilitate that instead of feeling like it's a problem.
I was here for a month, you know? And everybody made it seem like, you know, when I first got here, they were, oh, that's nothing. Let me back up. When I first got there, she called everybody. And I talked on the phone with everyone except for Keisha, understandably so. Picture was painted to me that they wanted to come see me or I would be able to hang out with my siblings at least one day. I didn't get to do that, you know? So it kind of like painted this picture of just like, damn, this is like, are they really my family? Like, am I at some strange lady's house? Like, is this really my family? I leave, I go back home. Our friend, she dropped me off at home. I was at my Halloween party. When I tell you she was so happy to see me and my mom cried and she cried and they were so happy to see me. And I was like, it broke me because I felt so bad that I had been gone for 5 to 6 months at this point, and they have been worried to the point to where they were like, we were going to call the police, but we knew where you were. At this point, I was so hard because I was able to mask my emotions in a way that I didn't have to deal with.
They haven't seen Antoine Fisher, and it shows, right?
The pain and the letdowns and the different heartbreaks and not being understood. I didn't even cry. I just gave him a hug. I was like, oh, it's nice to see you. I laughed a little bit. And then our days just went by like nothing happened. 2 years goes by. I'm 16. I get a call from my aunt. Mind you, I don't have a phone at this point. She calls my best friend who calls me on my mom's house phone. She's like, wait, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you. And I'm like, okay, bitch, come see me, girl. I love you. She comes and gets me. And she's like, your aunt called me and she said, you're going to be able to meet your mother tonight. She's going to be in Oakland.
I know y'all think that this is his real friend. But sometimes when people are disinvested in your situation, it's because they like the fact that they're included on it, right? Famous people are involved. So I don't know about this friend, y'all. I know she doing a lot of work, but people do a lot of shit because they want to be in it. They want to know what's going on, right? I'm nosy. But yeah,
in California because Keisha has a show and they're all going. Walk up to the front of the theater and the man in the booth asks for our tickets. And my aunt says, we don't have tickets. This is Keisha Cole's brother. I was at my Halloween party. When I tell you she was, what? He's like, okay, where's your tickets? And she's like, no. Keisha said, we're getting in because this is her brother and she hasn't seen him and we have to get into the show so they can meet each other. 45 minutes goes by and my aunt is trying to make calls and talk to people. I don't know who she was on the phone with. And the guy was like, you know what? Just come on in. I'm not even worried about it. Just come on in. And I was like, thank you. We're going to stay and you're going to see your sister and you're going to hug her and we're going to take pictures. I'm like, I don't know about that, sister. It was hard enough to get in this motherfucker. Now you want to do a meet and greet, these people pay their good top dollars, girl? I don't know. So we wait until the line goes down, right? Cool, lovely, no one's there. She's with a group of people like her team. I don't know none of them people. And they're like, okay, well, you guys waited. We already told her that you're her brother and you haven't met her. So we're going to take like your picture and stuff together, right? So I'm like, okay, mind you, I was looking at her the whole time. And it was cute, it was fun. But first my aunt goes, she takes her picture, come back, and she's like, come on, it's your turn. Go, go, go. So I go to the front. Yeah. Mind you, before I walk
I don't like none of this.
up, I need you to know the outfit I had on. I had my work shirt on with an orange jacket over it.
Oh my God. So he not even dressed for this shit. Yeah, no, I don't like it. I'm sorry. Let me read this comment. I remember my birth mother got mad at me for asking about my birth father. She told me, I don't know why you want to know about someone who didn't want you. That really hurt. Let me tell you something. I love y'all for real. And I'm glad that people, be coming in and taking care of children. But it honestly really makes me feel like, do you think that you're buying somebody? Is that what you think? Like your purchase, like your money exchange or whatever the fuck means that this person is no longer a real person, like with a biological connection that they at least want to know about? Like I don't like, that's so dehumanizing to me. And the fact that people do this because they feel like, oh, I've done so much, that should replace that other part. I don't like that. Like that's so harmful to me. And even for you to use that language is so harmful. And I get it though, like on some level, because people be ain't shit and it's like kids just be wanting to know and wanting to romanticize the parents they don't know. But you still don't say that shit to no motherfucking kid, bitch. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to call you mama a bitch, but that just made me upset. I'm sorry. What should have been said is that either I don't know or I'll help you find out. I think that parents don't know how sometimes to let their kids figure shit out on their own. You're not supposed to like be mad at them because they don't understand what you understand as an adult. You're supposed to help them figure it out on their own.
Blue jeans and what? He's like, okay, we're motherfucking high top Nikes. Bitch, what? I look the goddamn fool, look the goddamn mess. But again, it was a crazy day. We're not gonna judge me. So I walk up and I see her and she sees me, right? And she's like, oh, that's how you looking? Girl, I don't even want to be here no more. First of all, like, what? Girl, I know you're not judging me for how I motherfucking look. Girl, you're lucky I came in the first place. My
Yeah, I never really liked Keisha Cole.
immediate response, because I'm very witty, I say, yup. Yup. Do you want a picture or not? He's like, oh, yep, you're my brother. Mm-hmm. Yep. So after we took, I think, like 3 pictures, she was like, I'm happy to see you. Oh my God. I was like, I'm happy to see you too. Like, oh my God, like my sister, you're my actual sister. I finally got to meet one of my siblings. Like, I got to meet my siblings. It's like, oh my God, are you going to your grandmother's house tonight? And I'm like, my grandmother's house? To my grandmother's house. Mind you, and I want to be very clear, I'd never seen this house before. I ain't never been here before. I didn't know what to expect. There's this little short lady, as we getting out the car, boom, she kicked the little fence open. Mind you, I'm looking around like, y'all ain't see that? Motherfucking high top Nike. You ain't see that? And it's pitch black darkness. I think it's about like 11:30, 12 o'clock at this point. It's this lady with a little scratchy voice on, man, who the fuck pulling up to my mama house? Who pulling up to my mama house? Is that BB pulling up to my mama house? Aunt BB was like, there go your mama, there's your mother, your mama is here. I'm like, my mama? Mind you, anytime anybody mentioned Frankie, they did not know where the fuck she was. Everybody kept telling me, I don't know where Frankie is. I don't know where Frankie is. We don't know where Frankie is. Frankie could be anywhere. We don't know where she's at.
I want y'all to stop trying to make color purple moments. That's not his fucking mama. That's Frankie. His mama is the lady that took care of him. This is his birth mother. But it would be great if y'all just referred to her as Frankie, talking about that's your mama. Like he's supposed to run up there, Mama Bondy. Mama Bondy. Like that's no, that's not what this is about to be. That's not, we are not about you and me. It's never Makita. Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea. Makita. Like that's not it.
But we know she's alive. How the fuck do you know she's alive?
It does sound dangerous. I'm scared for him.
You don't know where the fuck she's at. That's confusing to me, but I digress. She's walking closer to the car, and my Aunt BB gets out. Mind you, she's still sitting in the car saying that that's your mama. I'm standing outside the car. She points, and she's like, Frankie, this your son. This your baby. Come hug your baby. She looking dead at me at this point, and she's like...
And see, that's what I'm talking about when y'all romanticize people having kids. So... I know everybody, oh, babies are blessings. And no, they're not, y'all. They're just a product of sex. The reason why I say no, they're not is because in real life, people like Frankie pop babies out like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing. Okay, like Tic Tacs. Bitch, pop baby out like you could pop a Tic Tac, bitch. Okay? Like them babies are just popping out and on to the next. And a crackhead her whole life had all of them fucking children. And women that be out here with completely healthy immune systems and bodies and can't get pregnant. Y'all, that's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit.
I ain't got no dick in a booty ass son. And I'm like, who the fuck is this lady talking to? Now, my natural instinct was just to ignore this motherfucking shit because I don't like to disrespect adults. But at the end of the day, you got me fucked up. Said, you got a dick in a booty ass son just like I got a crackhead for a mama. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. You ain't see that? And it's pitch black darkness. I think it's about like 11:30, 12 o'clock at this point. It's this lady with a little scratchy voice on, man, who the fuck talking to? Everybody's like, oh, no, don't do that. No, don't do no.
Oh no, let's do that. Like, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do?
No. Oh, no. We gonna do that tonight. You want to get like booty smacking, bitch? We can start from the top. Mind you, this is our first interaction.
And that's what it was gonna be because she is an ignorant, vile human being.
This is the first time that I've ever heard, seen, smelled, or been around this woman. And you're going to be homophobic? I don't give a fuck about that, baby. If you're gonna...
It like, ma'am, you suck dick for drugs. You can't be homophobic. Like, no, I mean, like, you can't think you're better than gay people. You can't possibly think that. Bitch, you suck dick for crack. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you cannot look down on gay people, ma'am. Like, I would have been like, at least I've showered today. The fuck is you talking about?
Make sure you can take it. Everybody tried to step between us. She laughing like the shit is funny. She's like,
yes, because she's the devil. People that enjoy that type of shit, eventually they get so exhausting because that's the only space that they know how to move in. And that's exhausting to have to always keep your defenses up, fighting and arguing and going back and forth with little slick ass comments. Yeah, it's fun sometimes. Okay, that's why I go to the card game so I can have a witty repartee with the older women in my family. You know, it's connection, right? But when I promise y'all that every single woman that I sit at that table with raise their kids by hand. Do you hear me? Bitch, they raise them kids by hand. My mama, my auntie Pam, okay? My auntie Kim ain't got no kids, but she the auntie for people, right? She the auntie that you could depend on, okay? When I tell you, if a lady that had abandoned her children was sitting at a table talking shit to me, when I tell you life decisions would be questioned, okay? Don't do this. I warned them beforehand. Hey, Hey. You don't want to do this with me.
That's my son. That's my son. Talking about, you got to be a little witty to get it. That's how I know you.
Witty my ass, bitch. You're abusive.
You my son. I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on in this bitch? I don't want no part. I'm hot. I'm aggravated. I'm irritated. I'm like, I'm ready to fucking go. I'm at this point. I'm leaving. Grab my shoulder and she's like, that's your mama. Go hug her. I don't care what she say. Go hug your mama. You want me to hug the lady that just told me that I'm not dick in the booty? Okay, all right. For you, for the pastor, for God, for the Bible studies I went to, for the word, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I get close. I hug her. And she started crying too. Everybody's like, oh, no. My son, I love you. Mind you, at this point, I'm like,
emotional manipulation.
Should I body slam you? It's really not funny, but in that moment, I did not feel the tears. I didn't feel the emotions because I had never in my fucking life been approached like that by someone I didn't even know existed in this area. She was like, I just love you. You look just like Neffy. I don't understand why we haven't been together. I'm like, girl, I'm 16. I can understand why we're not together. I got took from you. My son, I love you.
And probably because you had crack in your system. My God, on today. I swear to God, I think the first time, oh shit. Nigga, I got earphones on. I couldn't hear you. You're weird for that. Why you scaring me? Hey. Scared me, bitch. Hey. How you doing? Nah, you good. Talking about Keisha Cole got a new brother that we finding out about him, but he telling us how he found out abruptly, like at school. His adopted mama didn't want to tell him the truth or nothing, and then he went and stayed with Frankie's sister, and then kids didn't want to meet him, and then one day he meet her and she outside like a crackhead, and she said he a dick in the booty little boy, and she ain't got no dick in the booty, son. And he said, you got a dick in the booty, son, like I got a crackhead for a mama. And then she laughed, and then she tried to cry and hug him. Frankie. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, thank you, J. Ray, for the super chat. Yep, a lot of adopted parents do think because they raised the kid, they should have no curiosity towards their bio family and have loyalty, or single parents like Wendy's mama cussing her out about her daddy. Right. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't agree that the mama should be mad that Wendy wants to have a relationship with her father, but I do feel like Wendy's assessment of how her mama feel about the daddy pissed me off. Like saying he wasn't a deadbeat. How are you going to say that he wasn't a deadbeat when he was not there? Daddy wasn't there to change my underwear. It seems he doesn't care. Daddy wasn't there. Okay, so let's go to this next one. That's about parentals. Cause this lady says she don't know what to do with her daughter. Okay, she don't know what to do. Let's listen.
Parents of disrespectful teenagers. These are the only ones I want to hear from. Okay. I don't want to hear from the ones who, oh, you should have raised them right, this and that, whatever. I have a terrible fucking teenager, okay? But what I want to know is, how would you handle this situation? I have a teenager that just is deciding that she's going to leave the house all hours of the night, go and stay at her boyfriend's house, come home the next morning, mid-afternoon, not going to school, just deciding she is just going to do what the fuck she wants to do.
Okay, I'm back.
Right?
I had to show y'all my matching Whitney socks and t-shirt.
Tell me
Bondy don't know about Austin Powers. What do you mean? I'm 37. Of course I know about Austin Powers. Okay, Silent Go. It's cold. Don't play with me.
Beat her ass. I done already fucking done that shit. The bitch is a fucking wrestler. We rumble back and forth. Like it's too much. I'm not gonna fight her.
Sounds like you tried to fight her and she gave you a run for your money, so now you didn't learn to stop trying to put your hands on.
Cusses me out, right? Like, I mean, I told y'all I was embarrassed and I didn't want to get on the fucking internet, but I'm just gonna air this shit out because it's too much. Okay, but this whole thing about her leaving, parents of disrespectful teenagers.
How old is she?
These are the only ones I want to hear from. Okay. I don't want to hear from the ones who, oh, you should have raised them right, this and that.
I ignored the part about having a kid. I don't have no kid, but I remember being a kid, and I also had a very rebellious sibling. So I feel like, yeah, I could give an opinion on this. I don't give a fuck. I'm more educated than most of the hoes you're gonna talk to about this shit anyway.
Whatever. I have a terrible fucking teenager. Okay.
Cool.
But what I want to know,
she didn't give us
in my
age.
motherfucking house, right? And just coming back whenever she wants to come back, turning off her location, not letting me know where she's at. I don't know how to deal with this. Okay. I don't know how to deal with this at all. And I am like this close. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Okay.
But I'm losing it over here. I am fucking losing it. Okay. I have cut her cell phone service off many times. Nothing phases this fucking girl. And I don't know what else to do to get it through her head that it's like, I don't understand. Like at this point, I'm just like, just let me know where you're going. Just let me know where you're going. That way I have a compass. You know what I'm saying? If you come up missing or something happened to you, at least I have a compass to be like, okay, well, she told me she was going over here. I don't even have nothing I can fucking tell to the police at this moment. I am just so at my wit's end with this fucking girl. No, she cannot go live with her dad. Her dad is fucking dead. No, I don't have anything in my motherfucking house.
Okay. So just based off what we know, I feel like, I don't know, but this type of anger and this type of I don't give a fuck attitude towards the mama makes me feel like something happened from the daughter's perspective that we're not talking about. I don't know what it is, right? But I don't think people act like this naturally to their moms unless they mad at them. I think she's angry at you. I don't know why she's angry at you, but she's angry. I said relinquish control. Cut her off. Pray she eventually gets it, but you have to let her find out since she wants to fuck around. And a lot of people who, were troublemaking kids, they said, once their parents stopped trying to take care of them and just let them figure it out on their own, they figured out quickly. And that's why I said you have to allow kids to make mistakes. This is the only thing I would not do. I would not pay for anything extra. You don't want to tell me where you are? I'm not paying for a cell phone. I might get the bitch a flip phone so that she could call somebody if she need help. What I need for parents to recognize is please don't endanger your children's overall health because they're not doing what you want them to do. Because a lot of y'all tend to kick y'all children out of the household, and a lot of people were saying that. When I said cut her off, I mean stop paying for things that are not needed. Give her a flip phone so she can have somewhere to talk. You know what I'm saying? All of that type of shit. Get rid of that. When it comes to coming home, I would have it so that you have to come home at a certain time, especially if she's just a teenager. You're not an adult. You can only come in after a certain time. If you don't make it here before that time, then you can't stay here. And I'll see you tomorrow. And I would get locks on the doors. That meant just because, one of them automated things that just because you have a key don't mean you getting into this bitch. Okay? I would change all of that. Okay? And then I would stop engaging with her. This is the time where you have to really take your hands off of it and just remember that you don't want her to not be safe. Though that's why I say don't kick her out. You want to go and be by that nigga? Stay over there then. Okay? Stay over there then. Now, when you want to come back here, he can't come here. You can't come and go as you please. And you can't be disrespecting me in my household. So if you can come in here and be at least respectful and cordial and not come in here anytime and go and take care of yourself since you want to depend on a stupid ass nigga, then you go ahead and you do that. This will be here when you need it, but not here for you to abuse. Period. You have to learn how to still show up as human for them, but at the same time, put boundaries up. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to put the boundaries up. So that's why I said, flip phone. I'm not paying for shit. I'm not buying shit. Bitch, I'm telling you right now, if you need anything from me, I'm going to need a breakdown of what you need. I'm not about to starve you out, right? Food will be available if you live in here. I'll buy you one pair of drawers and one outfit every quarter if that's what you need. Outside of that, I'm not doing anything out of the extra. I will buy 2 of the things that I already purchased for you and I as far as toiletries because you are still a child and I am responsible for you. But I'm not fucking with you. For real. I would be like, until you deal with me like a person, until you deal with me and talk to me like I'm somebody that you care about, I don't have anything to say to you. And I would do the bare minimum for you. Just enough to make sure that you are getting, what you need. Food, shelter, clothing. If you ruin your life, it's on you. I'm not going to save you. So that means if you're going to continue to disrespect me and play in my face, I will give you until 21. I will give you until 21 and tell you at 21 you have to get the fuck out of my face because I only roommate with people that I like. Let her emancipate herself. Yeah, all of that shit. I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to let you go ahead and figure it out by yourself because what I learned is that when you fight them, they keep running to what you're trying to get them to run from. They don't see the danger of it. If you want to be out there that bad, I'm going to let you figure it out for yourself. But if they ever need your fucking ass, and I mean if they in trouble, not if they just need money for something, but if they in trouble, if they need safety, you provide it because you're their parent. Those of y'all that kick y'all children out the house and they end up out in the street somewhere to be assaulted and killed by somebody, yeah, I don't like that. Here, give her ass a walkie-talkie. I'm telling I get that bitch a Tia Kemp flip phone, bitch. Okay, there you go. But you don't just throw them away because they don't do what you want them to do because they still kids. Brain ain't fully formed. Don't know what the fuck they doing. Just feeling a way about it. But something I would want to ask this mama, what did you do when it came to men? Because usually when teenage girls are running to the arms of a nigga at this age, it's because you've picked a nigga over them at some point. Yeah, you got to be there. Got to be there. Got to be there in the morning when she says hello to the world. Oh.
No,
Okay, let's get into this. All right, we've been on here for 2 hours. I'm probably going to be up here for like another 30 minutes. And I'm going to get off here because I got to go cook. I got salmon and potatoes. Okay? I don't know what else there's in there. I got salmon and potatoes for tonight. Can you clean out the refrigerator before you get comfortable? Did you go look at the tent? Okay. Well, can you throw stuff out the refrigerator so we can make room for tomorrow? Thank you. All right, let's get into this.
That outfit is an act of desperation.
Yeah, it don't
and
make
any
no
woman
sense.
of respectability knows that.
It just don't matter.
Any woman of respectability. Yo, I work from a very base level, right? What I understand about men is they'll fuck a hole in the wall. So because a man will fuck a hole in the wall, I feel like men are always moving from that space. So when somebody like Corey Holcomb tries to slut shame a woman, I'm like, sir, come on now. And then some nigga was in the comments like, how you know he would want to fuck her? Cause I'm not blind, bitch ass nigga. What are you slow? Oh, I think that y'all have high standards. That if you saw a woman like this, I think that Corey Holcomb would not love to hate fuck the piss out of this woman. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I really do feel like men think that women are just stupid. And some of y'all do be stupid. Not me, not y'all. But some be stupid. Do I think that this outfit was necessary? No, it's tacky. Does she look good? Absolutely. Absolutely. Tacky, but beautiful. Beautiful body.
That's how she's been promoting herself to me.
How? What does she promote herself otherwise at? This is the picture I was waiting on. This is this picture.
So first of all, if I was her, I would have done a different situation with the undergarments. That's for one. I probably would have done boy shorts, but that's just me, y'all. That's me, right? I like what Ryder did. Like Ryder shit looks really cute too. The only problem I don't like is because I could tell that this outfit looks like this because we're looking at it from taking a picture. I don't know if y'all have ever seen black mesh. Black mesh in person is not as revealing in person as it is on camera because you're shining a light on the person. But when they are like standing in front of you, their underwear are not that obvious, right? You can see them, but it's not that see-through. Like this is more see-through because these are pictures where she's being well lit. Because I saw another video of her and I was like, yeah, it don't look the same on the video that it does in some of these pictures. And outside of that, I don't like the outfit, but I also feel like I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but I think women should be able to show their bodies however they want to, especially if their bodies if they work really hard on them and they work out.
There is a precaution.
And I also feel like Corey Holcomb that if you were attractive, you would do the same thing. But since you're ugly and fat, of course you wouldn't show your body. But if you were a man and you were in shape, you would probably we would barely be able to get you to keep your dick in your pants.
Cautionary tale.
That's a lot of has-been bitches. Well, no.
That's you. I'm glad you said it.
A lot of has-been bitches. And whatever they may be, none of you niggas can fuck them. Y'all are a bunch of never was, and y'all still can't fuck the has-been women. Like, the way y'all talk about women is so ridiculous to me. And if it were not for the fact that some of these women don't respect themselves, and I still feel like that's a personal battle. Who the fuck is you? Corey Holcomb, who the fuck is you? Mr. I can't wait for you to lose your SNAP benefits so I can come up out of the fucking bushes to offer you a place to stay alongside of my disgusting dick.
Before I did, this picture is what you don't want to be at their age. And
he's talking about all of them now. Now it's not just her, it's all of them. This is which, so then once y'all hear him talking about all of them, even though all of them are not dressed, the same way she is, this is when I want you to understand that it's not about her showing off her body. It's about her being the anti to that bullshit they tell women in order to coerce them into relationships, right? Y'all tell women that once they get to a certain age, ain't nobody gonna want them, that they're gonna be ran through, remember, washed up, all of that bullshit y'all tell women, even though women remain beautiful for years and years and years, and men were never beautiful at all, like Corey Holcomb. Like, nigga, we've never been able, I promise you probably never been able to look down and not have to reach your head just a little bit out forward in order to see your dick past your stomach. You disgusting, fat, clunky motherfucker. You look musty.
And I love Claudia Jordan, but I'm just keeping it real, man. I look at the women in this picture and I'm like, I can't believe they would take a picture together.
And Tracy Edmonds doesn't look bad.
Tracy Edmonds, is she dressed?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, don't do it. Don't try to save him. Don't try to save him. Let him continue to talk bad about these women in your presence.
Cool. She is beautiful.
Darlene, which one is Tracy Edmonds?
In the
The
middle.
one in the center. That's
Right.
not too bad.
She a
That's
real
like
baller.
down. And then
She a
the,
real
Why you
baller.
think she in the middle? That's
she
what
the
I'm trying to
boss.
say.
And
Tracy
the woman
Edmonds
on
is
the
a
end-
boss.
But you just talk shit about all of them, and the other nigga was gonna go along with it until the woman said, "Not Tracy."
Boss,
the woman
motherfucker.
on the end.
So I
with
meant
the
no
black
disrespect
dress.
there. Yeah.
You niggas are followers, and the only reason y'all worried about disrespecting Tracy Edmonds is because y'all believe Babyface might come out of somewhere and smack the fuck out of y'all, like softly. Shh, I don't know who you're talking to. Mother of my children. Only I talk about her like that.
These are all women who could not hold down a home with a man.
Yeah.
Now,
Not yet. These are all women that could not hold down a home with a man. Nigga, you don't have a home with a woman. What are you talking about, Corey? Corey, what are you talking about? You're not married either, Corey, and you're way less attractive than these women. What are you talking about, Corey? Like, I know you want to be in competition with women, so I'm gonna put you up against them. You're not nearly as attractive as any of these women. I don't think you would have been able to fuck them when y'all were all young.
did I say something wrong?
Yes, you did. You did. You said a lot of things wrong. Corey, you don't have to scream so loudly about how much you wish you had a woman like her and how much you hate yourself because you didn't get the gene pool that made you attractive. You don't have to tell us that so loud. You could be like a attractive personality, but you're not even that. We could get past how out of shape and ugly you are if you didn't, I don't know, punch down on women that you would fuck so often.
Every woman in that picture is not able to be with a man, and the naked is.
And what does that mean? Men are not that, men are not, like, what are you talking about? I don't want to say men aren't valuable enough, but they're not what you think they are in order for us to be valuing ourselves based on if we can keep one of you motherfuckers. Are you okay? I think it's weird for a man to be like, you can't keep other men, bitch. You don't suck dick as good as I do. That's why you can't keep your man. Do you know what I would do if I was in your body? I would be at home waiting on a nigga that looks like me so that I could suck his dick and run his pockets. That's what I would be doing if I was in your body. My God, how I would love to be in your body. My God.
Bitch get all the answers if you let her tell it. And she the nakedest bitch on the picture. Shame.
Just so disrespectful. You're so angry about her showing off her body.
You know what? Stop.
That's
Here you go.
yeah, that's
no,
crazy.
but where were they? What were they attending? My lord.
That's the concert.
A bust down.
What do
This
you
is a
mean?
bust down jubilee.
Zaytoven or Jeezy had a concert.
Oh.
He
Oh,
had
it was
an
his
orchestra
concert.
there, right? I think he had an orchestra playing all his songs, which was dope. I seen the highlights. That's a fire ass idea. Shout out to Jeezy, but yeah.
The point I'm trying to make.
We know the point you're trying to make. You hate her because you can't fuck her. You hate her because you can't beat her. And her being over 30 and being still beautiful and having a body that is worth showing off upsets you. You want her to be somewhere shrinking herself and not being who she is so that niggas like you can feel like the bullshit y'all spout is factual. You're intimidated. The outfit is tacky, but that's not why he's upset. That's not why he's upset.
I look at all of the silicone in that picture. And all I'm saying to you is this.
The silicone. These women? This nigga really don't like his mama. I don't know. I don't know what one of your homeboys you want to fuck that's in love with Cheyenne. But can you please calm down, Corey? Corey, you are not in competition with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant over some dick. You don't have to fight with her over dick, Corey. Stop it. Because that's what this is giving. Like, it sounds like a man that is like, you want to fuck with her? Look at her. She's a whore. Look at her. She smell like plastic. Ain't nothing on her real. Why would you want a woman like that instead of a man like me? That nigga's disgusting. I don't know which one of his homeboys or which one of the men he look up to really want to fuck Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, but he's upset about it. He's upset. And I just feel like coveting dick is not healthy, Corey. Coveting dick is not healthy. You hating on a woman to this degree gives coveting dick. Like you're jealous of the dick she can get. And the dick that you can't get. Jealousy and envy. She's taking dick from you. That's what this feels like. You're jealous. You think that her looking like that means, oh my God, she's going to take dick from me. Every time I see a sexy woman, I just know she's taking dick from me. There's a nigga out there right now that would be with me if it wasn't for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant walking around showing her naked titty balls to everybody.
Yeah.
Our young girls coming up don't need this as an example of how grandmama's supposed to be.
She's not a grandmama. She doesn't have any kids and she's not married. What the fuck are you talking about? Every single woman is not an example of another woman. She's just an individual woman. And honestly, there are some women that don't want kids, they don't want husbands, and they want to still look that good when they get into their 40s. Isn't she in her 40s or her late 30s? Either way, she's beautiful. There are a lot of women that want to still look great when they're in their 40s. I know I used to love me like the you know, your Gabrielle Unions and shit. Right? Like women that are in their 50s that look so good, that look like they're just now in their 30s and they're in their 50s. I want to be like those. Like, and some of them are married and some of them are not. Honestly, the ones that aren't married are usually the best. Okay? And that's just because, you know, some of these niggas make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like Dwayne Wayne sometimes makes Gabrielle Union look bad. It's just, it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know what Corey Holcomb is talking about, but I don't think anybody wants to look up to him. I don't think anybody wants to be a spoiled, dusty, musty, crusty ass nigga that makes his money screaming and hollering about women he wants to fuck that he'll never get a chance to smell the ass crack of. I'm done with him. Let's move on. Erica Banks.
Yeah, this is a stud.
Yes.
This is what you call a stud, okay? Yes. And I know everybody be wondering, oh my God, Erica, when did this happen? When did...
Okay, first of all, black people, I'm tired of y'all acting like y'all don't know about gay shit. I'm tired of y'all. Her having to explain to people what a stud is, me having to explain to y'all what a stud is. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all know what these things are.
You start liking studs and when
y'all got TV
last year. And I always tell my homegirls, if you know me and if
so you're out of jail.
You are my real friend, you know, and you understand that. I've never been a stud kind of girl. I never understood that. I always feel like if you're going to get a stud, why not get a man, right?
Because a stud is not a man. Because a stud is not a man. That's why if you no, a stud is not a man. Like, those are not the same thing. Somebody that looks masculine but still has titties and a vagina is not the same thing as a man with a dick. Just because they're both wearing a 2X t-shirt and some Jabot jeans does not mean that they are interchangeable. I would not say that. I would not say that. Totally different experiences. Okay, it's fine. But let's inform ourselves.
When I met her, when it was...
Femmes are always more forceful. Like, women don't change just because they get with, like, masculine women. Women are the same no matter if they're with men or masculine women. Like, they're still going to be the same. She would have been this way no matter who she was with. Femmes in relationships with, like, mass women probably do even worse shit because nobody's beating the shit out of them for the most part. Some of them are, but it's more of a fair fight.
It was time to get down. It was just giving man.
But they
and
do
I
be
just
killing
had to
people.
just go ahead and accept it for what it was.
Oh, okay. And look, she's very happy. She throws the dick. Okay, backpack on straight. Do you hear me? She's prepared. Erica said that she's with her because the dick is great.
And
why is Simone in the comments talking about she's going to make so many new friends in prison? Why you gotta be so negative?
You need to relax, John Cena. But yeah, so that's just what it was.
She called
Oh
that
my
bitch John
God.
Cena. That was funny.
Oh my God.
She do look like Lil Fizz. Yes, this is the beginning stud stage, right? Like, your first stud usually looks like this. Okay? The entry level stud pack is a light-skinned stud. Lined up, braids before we grow into locks. Okay? And a great collection of tennis shoes and hoochie daddy shorts. Yes, okay, you have to keep the hoochie daddy shorts on deck. Nobody looks better in hoochie daddy shorts than a bitch. Okay? Femmes have to be aggressive because they are presumed straight. Yes. The straight passing thing. Yes.
Yo, that is
This
crazy.
is funny.
Yo, that is crazy.
I'm gonna tell you why that's funny when we get over here.
Not the stud pack. Yes. Entry level stud pack.
Yeah.
Light skin. Usually looks like Lil Fizz. Maybe half Puerto Rican. That's usually names like Ashley. Okay. This is your starter pack. Okay. Let's get into it. Did we talk about Charlamagne and Angie Martinez? I don't know. I can't remember. I think we did. He gave her terrible advice. No, we didn't. We talked about another thing with Charlamagne, but I want to talk about this because to me, he gave her bad advice.
Look like, I'm looking for the truth in somebody, even if the truth is ugly, even if the truth is uncomfortable. I think there's learning in all of that. It's funny. Oof, I should share this, but I just got a request.
350.
For Russell Simmons to do the pod, but that is the questioning that I ask myself when I get that message. Is like, 'cause I'm always looking like you. I'm looking for the truth in somebody, even if the truth is ugly, even if the truth is uncomfortable. I think there's learning in all of that. It's funny. Oof, I should share this, but I just got a request for Russell Simmons to do the pod. But that is the questioning that I ask myself when I get that message. Is like, 'cause I'm always looking like you. I'm looking for the truth in somebody, even if the truth is ugly, even if the truth
Okay.
is uncomfortable. I think there's learning.
Where's the other clip? Why can't I? Okay, there you go.
It's like, will he be honest? Is there something to learn here? Is there accountability here? Because I don't want to sit across from somebody and I feel like you should be taking some accountability and they don't.
I grew up in an era where Donahue had the Grand Wizard of the KKK on.
It's like, will he? Yeah.
Like people were going to the jail to interview Charles Manson. Jeffrey Dahmer ate people.
Yeah.
Like I never understood when that line in journalism was like, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so let me help you out. Because a lot of y'all men seem to love to give leeway for abusers. That's what everybody's doing. Everybody's giving leeway for abusers. So let's talk about why what Charlamagne said was a fucking problem. First of all of those people, all of the people that he named are already like in jail. He didn't say anybody that wasn't already in jail. First of all, okay? Let's start there.
like people were going to the jail to interview.
Yes, going to the jail. He's not in jail, and he's in another country because they don't have extradition laws, because he can escape accountability for what them girls say he did to him.
Charles Manson. Jeffrey Dahmer ate people.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't trust a nigga with a heavy tongue.
Yeah.
Like I never understood when that line.
The line should be there because in the current state of affairs, we're not in the 80s and the 90s anymore, Charlamagne. We're in 2025. And in 2025, when you give credence to certain voices, you give them the ability to bolster bullshit. Validation for the lies that they want to be told. You give them an audience of people to come to their defense. That's what you give them when you interview people that are going to lie to you about whether they assaulted people or not. No, she should not interview him until he's been brought to justice. That's my opinion. Because it's too often that the audiences are used for evil.
Great timing for us.
No, it is. The whole thing is good timing for us.
Ebro appears to take a shot at Charlamagne, a god after news of Charlamagne's massive iHeartRadio deal says some bags come with moves he's not willing to make. That's interesting. Y'all know Hot 97 just got fired, right? So this could be hateration. It could be true. Charlamagne is somebody that seems to sell out.
Listen, there were things that Charlamagne was willing to do that I would have never done. Never. And that's how you get to those big bags.
Because I don't to have the people like the iHearts of the world want to hand you this much money.
Well, it's the same with Stephen A. Smith, though. When Disney wants to give
See, I don't think so. I'm seeing a person saying that if she could, let him talk, if she asked the right questions and follow-ups, he will put his foot right in his mouth, in my opinion. The way the audience works, that's not how this works. Like, to me, that's not kind of how this works. Now, he's been admonished enough that it might work against him. It might. But it also might re-traumatize a whole bunch of people. So please understand that if an interview is done and it goes viral, there are going to be people on his side. That is going to re-trigger victims who have not gotten any type of retribution. And he's been, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, if I'm a victim, I don't like the fact that you get to fucking do interviews while running away from accountability for what you did. I don't like that you get on somebody who's reputable, get on their podcast and lie about what you did. No, I understand that if she asked the right question, she might be able to trip him up. But I also feel like with this situation, this past situation with Tylil and Jordine has taught me, even though that's a younger crowd, even when it comes to Diddy and Cassie, what it has taught me is a lot of people do not understand sexual assault. They don't understand abuse. They are naturally protective of abusers. They don't understand coercion. They don't understand power dynamics. Like, it's a lot of this that they do not understand. And so it doesn't matter if she does a great job proving that he's a terrible individual. There's always going to be some people on the internet that are going to go and attack this person. And this shit has been going on for years. So to me, I don't feel like he should be interviewed. I feel like he should be exiled until somebody can actually like bring him to justice. But if you can't be brought to justice, and if you've done something to harm the people in the community that you're trying to come to and placate to, no, I don't think you should be allowed the space to do so. I think you should go to a court of law and talk on your own. But I don't think that Angie Martinez should bring him on her shit. If he wants to talk on his own, that's his business. But for her to interview him, I think it will only give him a way to re-traumatize victims, and I think it would give him a way to get more public opinion on his side.
Give you money like that, you got to do a dance I ain't willing to do.
You could have. I think you could have done it. I don't know if you would have gotten the Stephen A. 30 a year is a big one.
Who?
You.
No.
But I think you would if you had flipped it on and done the dance right, you could have got yourself a nice 10, 15.
Oh,
I think that's.
Oh yeah.
But
I can't do it. Great timing for us.
No, it is. The whole thing is good timing for us.
Listen, there were things that Charlemagne was willing to do that I would have never done.
A lot of people are calling him a hater. He might be. But I also feel like it is reflective of what we've seen from Charlemagne. I do feel like Charlemagne, like a lot of other celebrities, are people whose integrity can be bought. So at one minute, they might come out and say that they care about this, they care about that, and then they will work in exact opposition to the thing they say they care about so much. So because of his track record of doing that, I don't disagree with Ebro, and I wouldn't even run to call it hating. I wouldn't even run to call it hating. I've been consistently talking about Charlemagne and the inconsistencies in the things that he says and does. So yeah. But let's move on from there. What else? Amanda.
Okay, so Hema says it's state-run media. Distract and manipulate is key. Someone said Erykah Badu and Amanda Seales sharing the stage. You know, the last time I saw Erykah, she was cool, but many, many times in the past, she was not cool. So she did my homegirl dirty. And actually, wait, no, the last time I saw Erykah got me fired from a job. What am I saying? Erykah got me fired from a job. Erykah Badu got me fired from a writing gig. Yes. Her, and I know this is going to make it onto the internet. Her man was the head writer of the show that I was writing on. Her man was a writer, and we were talking one evening about a myriad of things. And he was saying how, her agents had a difficult time understanding her. And I said, well, she's crazy. And he was like, well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, well, she's crazy. I mean, like, these agents don't understand crazy. They don't understand that, like, we're not your regular degular. So why would they understand her? And he, I guess, took that as like me disrespecting her. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of it as I'm talking about myself. And so he told her, and I guess, and then out the blue, I got a text from her saying, oh, I didn't know you were a writer. I didn't know you were a comedy writer. And I was like, surprise, surprise. And literally, and like we had this like weird conversation where she was kind of just like letting me know that she knew that I was working on the show with her man. Which like I've never wanted any of Erykah Badu's men. That was how we actually met. We met because Jay Electronica and I were talking on Twitter. And she DM'd me and was like, Jay Electronica's my man. And I was just like, I mean, yeah. So that was all. I just think back, and I was so young. I was still wearing Kangol.
I remember that.
But She never had anything to worry about. She had, that's not my vibe. Now, have I unintentionally been with somebody, man, and not known that they had a girl? Yes, that has actually happened. That has absolutely happened. But no, I'm a respectful gal. Okay, so Hema said.
Okay, so of course y'all know 1,000 of the comments, 99% of the comments are gonna be, like y'all said, Amanda's annoying. It's always her. She's a perpetual victim. All of that stuff. I don't know. I feel like people in Hollywood a lot of the times like to throw their weight around. I don't think that's like uncommon for a person that, I'm a person that sometimes says things that people take the wrong way, and then I have to to me I have to dumb myself down. Like I have to break everything down that I'm saying in order. And I'm not saying I don't have these moments. People be having to dumb shit down for me sometimes too, bitch. I'm not in your head. But like sometimes when I say certain things and it's like people don't get it, and then I have to go back and like break it down from the beginning in order for them to understand that I didn't, what I meant. They might have took what I said out of context because they didn't, that happens to me quite often. So, and also when you're somebody that people can't walk all over, when you somebody that, is gonna tell everybody to kiss your ass, a lot of people are not gonna like you. And I feel like it's okay for men to be like that. But when women are like that, y'all like bitch a fit and act like they're the worst people in the fucking world. And I just can't. I'm sorry. I love y'all in my comments. I can't be a part of the constant bullying of Amanda for shit that I feel like is just not that serious. Overall, I get it. She's annoying. I get it. She can be a bitch to people. I don't like necessarily what I heard about how she had handled the bookstore situation, but she didn't force she didn't jip anybody. Y'all didn't come to an agreement. She backed out of it. That's not the same thing as people going around stealing from people and doing all kind of weird shit to people. Telling stories that people don't like to hear, saying shit that people don't like to hear is not the worst thing in the fucking world to me as the person that does that often. So I often feel like people have a lot of annoyance and hatred for motherfuckers that don't even really be doing nothing wrong in real life. But the people that actually do fucked up shit, because they're charismatic, people give them way more grace. And so when it comes to Amanda, I don't care how many stories that she tells that makes y'all feel like, she's the problem. I'm going to listen to what she says. I'm going to take it in like I would any story. And then I'm going to decide how I feel based on that, not based on the fact that everybody's always so tired of her. In this situation, I could definitely see it happening like that. I could see her saying something she didn't realize they would take the wrong way. I can see a nigga being a hoe and going back and telling Erica about it. I can see Erica feeling like, bitch, I'm Erica Badu, which in low key is weird to me. Like, I don't care what you say about me. That might tell me not to fuck with you, but I would never get somebody fired because they said I was crazy. And I don't have that type of power over anybody, but I feel like even if I could, I just wouldn't do that. Like, for what? Like, I'm not knocking no food out your hand because you think I'm crazy. Like, that doesn't harm anybody. And I feel like it's weird because bitches will know about niggas that have assaulted people and everything and keep their motherfucking mouth shut. But as soon as they got a problem with a woman about the smallest little thing, now you getting a bitch fired? Erica is one of my favorite artists of all time. I love Erica dearly, dearly. But I also recognize that there is something about Erica that is fucked up. And I do think it comes from the generation of, Generation X, hardcore, we love these niggas and we a lot like them. And, we are egotistical a lot of the time. Like, Erica is a person, and that's why you have to be very careful of that, right? When you are so in tune, when you are so mythical, for lack of a better term, you have to stay grounded in who you are, because it will make you think so highly of yourself that you will really be egotistical. Like, you have to keep that shit in check. And it just sounds like a moment where Erica was flossing her power in a place where, okay, you could, but is that what you want to do? Like, some people are okay with doing shit like that because their little ego got bruised. Somebody called them crazy. Now you getting a bitch fired. Not my way. It's just not that deep. Okay, I am crazy. Now what? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know why this turn. This always has a turn into it. We hate. Anytime y'all anything from Erica, I'm sorry, from Amanda goes viral, y'all go into this. And I just personally feel like I'm going to listen to the situation and I'm going to have my own mind about it. In this situation, once again, it's just not that serious to me. Um, I said something that I often say shit that people don't like. Like, it doesn't mean that I'm always picking a fight with people. It doesn't mean that Amanda did something fucked up to Erykah Badu because she called her crazy. To me, it's more fucked up to get a bitch fired over some shit than, you know what I mean? And especially over some nigga. Like, y'all always doing too much over dick. Let's move on.
My son has me. Boo.
Sad. Mother gets emotional after her son tells a stranger that she only got him 7 gifts for Christmas, despite her working hard to buy them. That really just hurt my feelings. Let's hear what she has to say. Oh my God.
Crying. We go to Marshall's and the cashier asks us if we having a good holiday. And we like, yeah. And my son go say, yeah, even though my mom only got me 7 presents. Not knowing what the presents is that he got. Like, I spent a lot of money on him. I really did. One of his gifts being a PS5, but it's just like, knowing how hard I worked to like.
So what I would do is I would take the gifts away and show him the bills. I would show him how much you make, and I would show him how much everything cost. And as soon as he showed me that he understood, like, how much I had to, like, sacrifice and how hard it was, as soon as he shows me that he understands the value of the dollar that I made, then I would slowly but surely give him the gifts back. And then the next year, I would not buy him nearly as much, and I would buy him things that he would have to give to other people. That's another thing y'all don't do a lot that y'all need to do. And it was something my parents did for me, and I always appreciated that they did that, because you have to teach children couth. They don't just develop it. You have to teach it to them. So if you as a parent don't have any you don't feel the need to be charitable to other people, you don't feel the need to give to other people, then they really won't value what they have. They won't, because they won't understand what it's like not to have. My parents, I used to have, when I tell y'all, like, them people, you know, when it come to buying toys, my birthday and Christmas, whatever you want, that's what you get. You can't get shit most of the year, okay? Especially from my daddy. My daddy would be like, Christmas and your birthday are your days. Besides that, don't ask me for nothing else no other time, okay? Unless I, hit you or, go too hard on you in a way that was fucked up and I feel bad and I buy you something. That's usually how that would go. But to me, one time, and I tell you, I've told y'all this story before, that my dad and my mom made me give away some of my toys to some younger kids. And they made me go with them and drop it off and then see how the kids played with them. And I was upset about it at first, but when I saw how much they enjoyed it, I went to their home and I saw that they lived in an apartment, right? It wasn't like they was living in squalor, but it was a lot of them. And they didn't have as many toys as I did. And I recognized it's a lot of them, and they don't even have as much as I have, me just by myself. It's, me, I'm the baby. And so it made me feel good to see them enjoy my toys. That was a great lesson for me. And people forget to do shit like that for their kids, to teach them how to be charitable. To me, that is another thing that I've learned. And I feel like it's a way of, kind of like a version of alchemy to me. But if I have it, I give to people. If you know what I'm saying, especially people in my family, people I come into contact with in real life, okay, not all the time online, but the people like my friends and family, I have friends sometimes that might hit me up because they need something. They got a raffle going on. They trying to do something, they got a bill that need to be covered. So, whatever. If I got it, I'm going to give it to them. Not in a way that people can keep asking me for shit all the time, but in a way that I understand that you give, so that you give freely so that you get freely. I don't worry about things like that because, I work, I do my thing and all of that. I'm very blessed because of all the people here that care about me. But I also feel like energetically, you have to return that to people. You have to give that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to give back to people that, be begging on the side of the street. Not every time, but sometimes if I got it, I wish I had some change one day. All I had in my pocket was a $20 bill, and this lady asked me, for cash when I was coming out the dispensary. And they always begging outside that dispensary, and I don't always give. But the lady, I gave it to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, same thing, like I said, in my family and all of that, like if some, my friends, if somebody needs something, because it's hard out here. People got kids, I don't. You know, when it came time, you just do certain things for people, and it's not like to. It's not necessarily so I could get it back. I just like to be able to help, first of all. But I think energetically, that's good. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be like giving back as you're getting. Like, I feel like that's how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be reciprocal. But you have to teach children the value of your work and the value of your dollar. I'm going to let this girl finish. But this makes me sad.
Like, get everything that I did for him. And mind y'all, my son he's about to be 7 2 days after Christmas, but like.
Yes. He's 7. He's 7. So that means he's not old enough to like do math and stuff like that. So that means you need to sit him down and have a conversation with him and tell him how you work very hard, and it hurts your feelings to hear him say only 7 as if he's not grateful. You have to explain to him that there are kids that don't have. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even necessarily go to taking things away, but I would ask him, like, so do you not appreciate what I did get for you? Because, I could have saved some money and not did that, right? But I did it because I wanted to make you happy. But this is another thing that parents have to learn. You cannot think that everything is about making your whack ass kids happy. If they feel like they being unappreciative, you have got to like nip that shit in the bud. And you can do it without like, abusing them and not feeding them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there are ways to do it.
I don't know if I'm like too sensitive for this world or what, but oh my God. That just, mind y'all, like I'm the parent making stuff happen. That's making Christmas happen and stuff.
Yeah, we know. Niggas ain't shit.
And I get that he's only 7, but
nah, them kids be hurting your feelings. Gut punch.
That just really hurt my feelings. Hear him say that to a stranger. Like, my mom only got me 7 gifts. Like,
yeah, you gotta take him to the side and tell him. You gotta tell him shit. Hey, let me tell you something. Don't you ever in your fucking life act like you are not grateful for what I do for you. It is not easy. This world is not easy, and I make it easy for you because you're my baby and I love you. But please understand me. It is hard to give anybody 7 of anything. $7. 7 breaths. Everything is hard. 7 of anything is a lot. If you don't understand that, then maybe you only need 1 gift. Like, you got to talk to them, y'all. You got to have conversations. You can't be all mad and flipping the fuck out. You have to talk to them. I think a lot of times people really don't be talking to their kids like, like they understand.
my back and my neck, my body, I'm a CNA, has been hurting for weeks. To even be able to, work in nonstop, to be able to provide and get him when I did get him, and to hear him say that. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I'm, overreacting.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have any concept for making it happen, and he shouldn't because he's a child. No, he absolutely shouldn't, but that's why you have to explain things.
For what? I look so... I've never cried on the fucking internet, ever. I've never cried on the internet.
I just gave a bum $50. Listen.
That really just hurt my feelings.
Gotta give back.
I really
never know how you're helping people.
And I know he didn't mean it, but
sorry, y'all. I can hear
these kids don't know. They don't understand.
And you have to explain it to them. They fucking kids. All that shit will be going back to the store. Baby, I tell my kids, Jesus Christ received 3 gifts on Christmas, and you not better than Jesus. Therefore, you will only get 3 from me. I buy them nice gifts, but I don't get the pressure of having to buy them expensive things. I raise my kids humble and wish they would say something like that. They know that would be the last 7 gifts they would ever receive ever. No, my little nephew complained about me getting him books because I felt like people was always getting him toys. So why not give him something that nobody was gonna get him? I got him books. I wanted him to be a fucking reader. For God's sakes, you niggas are stupid. I didn't want my nephew to be stupid. And one time he said something to me about getting him books. I have never bought him a gift again. And I don't mean I'll give him money. But I will not put effort into getting him a gift. I will give him money. You know what I'm saying? But that shit hurt my feelings. And it made me feel like, oh, I guess, well, you're not appreciative of what I do. So now when you see me, if I got it, you'll get a little cash from me. outside of that, I won't put any thought into gifts for you. Cause when he was younger, I used to get him the little David books. Do y'all remember the no David books? Y'all remember? Cause he was a little bald, big headed, bad kid, just like David. And so I used to get him those books. But my sister raised him right. He plays baseball. He's you know, artistic. I think he plays the instrument. You know, they get him into the New Orleans nigga things. So it's cool. But yeah, no, yeah, no. Make me feel like you don't appreciate what I do and watch me not do it again. Okay? Okay? Listen. All right, let's move on. Ooh, girl. I just want to say, this is a representation of why I do what I do. I know it's mostly women my age and older that really be needing this. But I hope that the young girls find me when they find me, because like this is despicable. I don't know what Alabama Bulka shit is going on with this baby hair, but let's listen.
I deserve better. Trust me. No, he gives me everything just for all the love that I need. I don't think no nigga could treat me better.
I don't think no nigga could treat me better than Blueface.
I don't care about no female that he's dealing with. It has nothing to do with me. I don't wipe no bitch pussy but my own. I don't give a fuck about none of them. Okay. I don't. Stop commenting everybody that has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
Thank you.
So she's okay. She's okay. She's in a non-monogamous situation. Obviously they're just dating. She probably can't date nobody else because she's in a relationship with an abusive nigga that just got out of prison. But hey. I ain't gonna tell you what you already know. I'm gonna let you find out on your own. You'll be humiliated, embarrassed with your fucking feelings hurt in a soul pussy soon enough.
I don't know about listen.
Girl, the fact that she said I don't think no man could treat me better. Blueface? You think can't nobody treat you better than Blueface? Your mother has failed you.
I literally do have my own life, so bitch, I don't give a fuck. So
hold up. Fuck a talk. A kid will never forget giving back all their gifts. Okay. But I want y'all to recognize the fact that you don't talk to them and then expect them to understand things is counterproductive. I just want you to be clear on that. You can rush to punishing them, but he's 7. So if he's unaware that he said something wrong and you instantly go to giving all of the presents back, I do kind of feel like that's fucked up. He's 7. Yeah, it often feels like y'all expect for kids to know shit that you don't want to tell them about. Fuck talking to him. You just supposed to know at 7 years old what I do for you, fuck ass little nigga.
I'm not gonna lose my peace, my sanity for nothing.
To me, even fucking with him is fucking with your sanity. But I got you though.
I deserve better. Trust me. No, he gives me everything just for all the love that I need.
Girl, you don't know what love is. Talking about he give you all the love that you need. Child, y'all mama's been in abusive relationships. Y'all don't know what good relationships are.
Nobody talks about the guilt of not liking back. The kindest guy you know would treat you right. Like, he's sweet. He's respectful. He's probably the guy your mom would love for you to be with. And yet something in you just doesn't click. And then you feel bad because you can't even explain why. Like, how do you tell someone it's not you, it's just that my heart's not in it?
This is so ridiculous. I understand exactly how she feels, but the fact that we live in a society where a woman has to explain or even like rationalize why she isn't into somebody because so many of y'all niggas ain't shit, she feels like she should just be grateful that you possibly would treat her well. First of all, you don't know these niggas. These niggas pretend to be good all the time before they get you. Before they got you, bitch. And she might not, y'all know older women sometimes. I don't know how old she's, it look like she got nice skin. I don't know how old, but she look like she might be 40 something. Listen, I don't know if you've met these niggas. You can't feel bad about not wanting them. You can't feel bad about not wanting them. I don't know if you've met these niggas. You cannot feel sorry for them. Okay? You cannot feel sorry for them. Let me let her continue.
It almost makes you feel ungrateful because you know there are people out here begging for someone like him. But here you are, not feeling it. And the worst part is you can see he would move mountains for you. But you also know that if you forced yourself to be with him, it wouldn't be fair. Not to him, not to you. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is not lead someone on. And yeah, it's hard, but you can't fake love, y'all. It's either there or it's not.
I agree with her, but I also feel like there's something stupid about what she just said. I'm sorry. I just feel like there's something stupid about what she just said. Like, first of all, fuck feeling bad because you don't like somebody. That's because we grow up in a society that grooms girls to feel like they have to like every nigga that wants them. No, we don't. Fuck you. I don't like you. I don't care how good of a guy you think you are. I don't care how much you trying to Monica me. I will move an ocean for you. I don't give a fuck. I have to like you. I have to want you. And if I don't, then I don't. Like, that's crazy that you would feel bad because, oh, so many women would want him. Then let them have him. The fuck is you talking about? And y'all in the comments talking about, yeah, don't take advantage of no man. Ain't nobody taking advantage of these fuck ass niggas. They using all of their acts of service, all of that buying shit, taking you out. They're trying to court you. And if you ain't feeling it, that you ain't feeling it. Tell them you ain't feeling it and move on. Like, don't like play with them because that's dangerous. But at the same time, like, I'm not about to feel bad because you took me out on a date and I realized I wasn't fucking with you. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go on one more. Let me see. And I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you. And I'm personally not even that type of person. I don't even like people like that. But I'm tired of women feeling bad because they don't want a nigga. Like, who makes men feel like they should feel bad when they don't want a woman? Like, that's crazy. If you don't want somebody, you don't want them. Stop being like this. Okay. So, oh no, after about 3 weeks, Masika and Hood Trophy Bino have already called it quits. He says she didn't want to play with his toes. This is why you can't take any of these people seriously. That's why I looked at her. Yeah, you respectable, a wife and a mother and all of that, and you fucking with this hood booger ass nigga that can't wait to embarrass your goofy ass on the internet. A nigga named Hood Trophy Bino. He couldn't wait to get his stupid ass on TMZ. All of these no name, nothing, musty, crusty, dusty, don't nobody want you looking ass niggas pop up on social media because some weird ass desperate reality show bitch decided she wanted to get fucked by an ain't shit ass nigga that was gonna talk to her dumb and give her BV, right? Why are y'all always bringing these niggas on y'all platform so that they can come back later and embarrass the fuck out of your desperate ass?
Anyway, yes. I talk to my mother-in-law all the time. Who moved on fast? 2 years is too fast? 2 years is too fast? It's so many things that I'm just not gonna say out of respect for Jamar. So I'm not gonna do it. Are you retarded? Okay, all right, Soraya, named after fucking wine. Weird ass bitch. Girl, you waited for that funeral to happen so you can be with that boy proudly. Let's unpack this, you fucking idiot. So I was in a public...
No, she was already not with him. It
wasn't a public relationship, but I was in a relationship that went public at the end of 23 when I was separated then. And I've been separated for 2 years. So I waited.
She is not Krishan. Wasn't Hood Trophy Bino laid up with Krishan before he was laid up with her? Ain't Hood Trophy Bino the one that came to us and told us that Krishan evil ass let that fucking baby roll off the ground roll off the bed onto the ground and was just like, he'll be all right?
Waited for a funeral to do what? Like, are you okay? Like, are you
To me, if you fucking the same type of nigga, you the same type of bitch.
or
And they both use Christianity and religion to try to make themselves seem like better people than they actually are.
like no?
So
And
they
then
are a lot
you
alike.
want to ask, wait.
And mind you, Krishan was licking that nigga toes.
So why was I crying? Because we were separated? That means I wanted him to die? Like, are you okay? Like, are you fucking stupid? Because my heart is fucking broken. Because my kids will never see their... Anyway, yes, I talk to my mother-in-law all the time. Who moved on fast? 2 years?
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. We knew that. He came across the words and he said, we got to do something with these words. It's happening every day. And people want to hear about it, Betty. Y'all, that's what's playing downstairs.
Look, I just want to say one thing.
What you want to say, Kevin, with your fuck ass, weird ass nigga?
I don't know who need to hear this.
Okay, once again. How many times I gotta tell y'all? Niggas squinting. Let's hear if he about to lie. He's already started to squint. I squint because I can't see. He squint because he about to lie to y'all.
But I'm really talking to one person. With your pussy scary ass speaking on me, talking about some he been with 4 different girls in a year. You say
Was it a woman? Are you talking to a woman? Are you calling a woman pussy? Women are not supposed to want to fight you, Kevin.
4 different girls in a year. Bitch.
He's been with more than that. But I love the fact that she's basically slut shaming you.
Bitch, your pussy's a dick factory. You got frequent flyer miles on your pussy, bitch.
What? And your dick is in a seat next to mine. Hoe ass passing dick to everybody ass slut ass nigga. What is you talking about? Changing women like you change fucking underwear. Fuck ass hoe ass nigga. Manipulating that young ass slow ass girl.
Fucking videos and pictures you be posting. You never saw the world. The
Nigga, stop spitting on me. Fuck asshole.
world saw you.
What you mean? You never seen the world saw you. You just trying to sound smart, but you sound dumb. That don't even make no fucking sense.
Like, you know why you speaking on me, speaking on a real nigga. I
You
ain't
not a real nigga. You phony baloney ass nigga.
never did nothing but saluted you and respected you. You heard me? But look, I got you something.
No, you ain't got nothing for me after you done called me a pussy asshole.
Got you a little orange, you heard me? Go eat you a little orange and stay out of real nigga business. Time when I'm burnt out. You only know.
Oh my God. You talking about my nigga Vince. You talking about you talking about Vic. What you call him? No. Mensa. Is it Vic Mensa? Is he talking about Vic Mensa? Y'all tell me.
I was on your motor. You need to go get that vaginal rejuvenation, get your shit rebuilt, you heard me?
You talking about homeboy that I know you not talking about him. He read books.
Get your motor rebuilt.
He should not be a comedian. Do you know how influential comedians are? We do not need this ignorant nigga influencing anybody else through laughter.
Bitch. And get out of nigga business, you heard me? Yeah, but anyway.
He always trying to sound like he from New Orleans, but he not. That's how I can tell you he ain't a real ass nigga, because you don't even really talk like that. Always trying to act like you from New Orleans. You ain't from New Orleans. Puss ass nigga.
Y'all have a beautiful day. Hey, fuck you. But y'all have a beautiful day. You okay, baby?
Yeah. You're a psychopath.
My wife right there. She's so beautiful.
Just because you put a ring on her finger and call her a wife don't mean she a wife. You ain't even divorced yet, puss ass nigga. Stop lying. No, he was talking about Vic Mensa, right? Vic Mensa. No, I love Vic Mensa. And Vic Mensa is extremely smart. And he doesn't seem nearly as manipulative as Kevin Gates. So I'm already on Vic Mensa's side. I don't know who you talking about, pussy and vagina and all of that, but nothing seems gayer than an old ass nigga coloring his hair so that he could fuck on a almost teenage minded 20-something-year-old girl. Y'all look at his photo shoot shit that he did a video because he got a mixtape out. Because that's all he do is use y'all women to propel his weak ass career forward. And I'm calling it weak because it's running out of steam. Because they don't love him and respect him nearly as much as they did a couple of years ago. I know. Because y'all used to be screaming in my comments about how much y'all loved him. And now, he's gross. It's the fact that she looked like a little girl and he looked like an old ass nigga coloring his hair so he don't look as old as he is. I hate when niggas act like they was gonna mature in age and then now they back in 2005. Whatever the fuck he wearing. Like, get away from me, Kevin. Get away from me, Kevin. I'm done. Don't call me. Joe Budden turns in his Barb card. Says he's done with Nicki Minaj after her appearance on Turning Point USA. They said Nicki Minaj lost a lot of followers, y'all. They say Nicki Minaj lost a lot of followers. Hold up. What is it? Is him talking?
Be boys. Amen. Be boys. It's okay.
Child, I had to block the fuck out. Y'all saw on my community page. I'm going to start calling y'all hoes out. If y'all be in my comments fighting too hard on some fuck ass nigga that I believe is probably guilty or some shit, if y'all arguing a little bit too hard in my comments on behalf of people I find extremely problematic, I might embarrass the fuck out of you and put you on blast, but I'm definitely going to block you. So let's just be clear, because I had to block somebody this morning for defending this trash asshole to me in my comments, and then saying some other shit about how it don't matter how mad you get, she's still lying. He lying too, puss asshole. That's why you block with your evil ass, since y'all think sexual assault is fucking funny, weirdo ass bitch. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get back to the good side of things. But Joe said he ain't fucking with her no more, and I'm like, whoop the fucking do, Joe. Whoop the fucking do. Oh, I guess y'all can't commiserate over y'all both hatred of Megan Thee Stallion. Great. That's so cool. My love, my baby. Let me see. Is there anything else? I think that's it, y'all. I think that's all I wanted to talk about with y'all. Hold up. What's this? Okay, hold up. Before we go. And I love you, baby, because you made me. Can y'all hear the music? I hope not. I saw that comment.
That's just.
Yeah, I don't know why people think that I'm to play with. I want to be a safe space for people. I don't want people to come here and feel triggered by me or people in the comments. So please understand that I'm gonna block you and I'm gonna curse you the fuck out. And I definitely might embarrass you. I'm getting into my villain era. Okay, y'all see this?
Okay. Your eyes, just your lips, and even like little things like that is cool. I got you.
Okay. Yeah, it says it's all in the details. The subtle nuances are what can be the biggest unlocks. I don't know who this is, y'all. It doesn't say. But he's directing, okay? But yeah, this the video I was telling y'all about that I was just like, even that part, like, what is he not asleep? Oh, okay. Okay, Usher. Okay. I don't know. For me, listen, sometimes it feels like a lot of you niggas are really going to turn into just old queens that find, young gay men to, be your proteges. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. But it was like, what? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. I love y'all. Email me, bondybluebusiness@gmail.com. I love y'all. Y'all have a good holiday, and I'll see y'all probably after Christmas. All right. Peace out, y'all.